the SiriusXM app.
There you go! Holy shit! Let's get ready to have a good time, have fun, party, and go fucking wild!
Now, if any of you sons of bitches got anything else to say, now's the fucking time!
Hey, everybody, Jim and Sam are here. It's time to celebrate the moment. I feel it in my soul. It's written in my bones so deeply. I wanna lose control. So turn it up a little more and laugh along with me. The show is about to begin. Series 103. Yeah, so get ready. Yeah, I'm so ready. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, everybody, Jim and Sam are here. Sing it like, hey, are you ready? Jim and Sam are here. Feel it like, hey, everybody, Jim and Sam are here. So if you feel it like I do, you gotta sing it with me too. Like, hey, everybody, Jim and Sam are here. Yuck.
Welcome to the Monday edition of the Jim Norton and Sam Roberts program. Coming at you live, 36 floors high in New York City.
That's great.
Come from the top of the Manhattan skyline.
The top of the Jim Norton and Sam Roberts building.
That's right, broadcasting to you. Thank you for tuning in. Short week this week. Lots to do.
Why you just
Lots of traveling to do.
happy July.
glad
It's
you
July,
finished that.
right?
Is today July 1st?
It's July 1st. Yeah.
Working on plans to have people over?
What do you? I mean, this is years in the making. These plans.
No, but this I have traveling this week, and then I have something a family thing to do in like 10 days, and then but as soon as that's done, I have to cancel Chicago. That's why I have to say this. I'm canceling Chicago July the 12th. I never cancel gigs, but this was it's a family thing. It can't be avoided. I have to do it. So. July 12th is canceled. I think we're going to reschedule it in December.
Oh, perfect. Chicago in December.
I know,
That's
dude.
like going to Phoenix in August. You really do.
I know.
You have your tour on lock.
I know. Well, this was, though. Like, I actually did this, right? July, Chicago.
Chicago in July is awesome.
It's amazing.
It's
You
a
can
great city.
wander down the wrong straight, be killed in a shooting.
Well,
Very violent in the summer.
you know what the Midwest is. Young and restless.
Yeah. So, but yeah, this is one of those things where it's it couldn't be helped.
Oh,
It's-
December in Chicago.
Yeah, and they didn't have dates available, so I'm a little frustrated.
Well, you'll be there to warm up people's funny bone.
Oh,
Warming up your funny bone.
and I want to thank
No problem.
the LA Times
Okay.
for putting my wife and I. We did an article. They did an article. We didn't do it and submit it. They did it.
It'd be great if you did.
Yeah, we've been submitting articles to all the major papers.
Interviewing yourself.
Yeah.
Wait, who's the byline on this?
Yeah. So both of us.
Yeah. And why does it say BI?
And we were on online. A lot of these, the readership is online now. And I never thought it was going to go to print, but we thought, like, yeah, they might actually print this.
Norton say we're just trying to be ourselves. Extra.
We just want to be us, just a happy couple, sword fighting.
It does feel so old school.
Yeah, really.
When you see the print copy, like on real newsprint paper. I mean, it's awesome.
The Sunday LA Times was I never expected it to go on the Sunday LA Times.
That's big.
Well, I mean, it was just. We were very happy, and that picture was taken by Jonathan at Jeff's Pool, his lawyer friend. A beautiful place in the Hollywood Hills.
And Jonathan didn't even need a tripod for it.
No, he did not.
No.
Nor did he need water in the pool. He just pulled out his pants and pissed. That is filled with Jonathan's piss.
Oh, wow. I had no idea.
And we all took a dip in it.
Oh, wow. What a night.
So yeah, I'm very happy, and I don't have a copy of it yet.
But you
it's-
will, obviously.
Yeah, he got a couple of copies, so it was very nice. It was a nice weekend. I heard about it last week. Like, yeah, they're going to print it, and I was just surprised. I didn't believe it until it happened. I never get psyched about stuff until it's actually in front of you.
Yeah, you've been indoctrinated by the mainstream media.
It is funny. I did hear that. Like, I thought you didn't like the movie, but this is not a biased piece. It's more of an interview. Like,
Did people? I mean,
I know. I know.
That was a real thing you got, though.
Of course.
Of course. Yeah. Yeah. You can't be interviewed by a newspaper without being. So do you feel like a tool of the lamestream leftist media?
I mean, I don't see the bias.
Isn't that great? Like, you could spend as long as you want saying as many things as you want about how you feel, and all you need to do is have a nice piece in a newspaper.
I appreciate that.
About you and your wife, and all of a sudden, it's like if you have like when they do engagement announcements in the paper. If they announce your engagement, are you a tool of left-wing media?
It's crazy. It's such it's such a conversational interview. Like, there's so not.
Yeah, I read it. It was
any.
great.
Thank you. And there's not any force feeding, any idea. Like, it's just.
It's not a political piece.
No, everything's not political.
It's a Sunday edition.
Yeah.
Hey, this is interesting. Look at this comedian getting married.
Yeah. Last day of Pride. I guess they decided to squeeze us in there.
Right.
But
right.
I didn't consider that.
Yeah, I guess they did.
I don't believe anything until it happens. I never think anything's gonna. I don't. Hey, this might. Never, because it always disappoints in the end. But
yeah, even when they say this is gonna happen, a lot of times you get that call at the last minute. We had to do this instead. Oh, this thing came up.
Yeah. Well, I woke up to text message photos from Jonathan. I was like, okay,
that's real.
That's
now.
how I know. Yeah, but that's how you. I don't even think I told her.
Yeah.
Or I might have told her like the day before. It looks like we're gonna, because then you get psyched for something, or you start to feel good about something, and it's just not there.
And it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Now, are you gonna frame it, or is there no?
I'll frame one. Yeah.
But is there room to put it up?
I mean, that is a very fair question.
There's other things that may take priority. It's not like either of you were able to ever meet the Phantom of the Park.
No, and it's not like she was happy when she came home and saw the Phantom of the Park in the living room. Yeah.
It's a small one, right?
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's actually large.
Oh, it is large. Okay, I misheard that. I misremembered.
Yeah. And I don't even have room for the painting I got.
I saw that one.
Yeah, because Danny Daniels, her name is Kira. Kira Lee Art. She writes the words to things and then like makes pictures out of writing words.
That's cool.
She's a very good artist, and sent us one and kind of apologized. Like, look, I know Nikki doesn't like. I couldn't believe she did that.
It's really well done.
I love it.
It's just it's a little.
It's huge.
Okay,
but there's nowhere to put it except over the fireplace. But I'm not going to do that because that wall gets so fucking hot. I don't want anything like that. Like, literally, you feel it like your hand burns.
What are you talking about? That's the hottest band in the world.
Yeah. I mean, that is a great point.
In the land.
Yeah.
Do you know where we have it, though? You know how sometimes in Soho places you'll see a piece of art leaning up against the wall?
Yeah.
We have that in the hallway. Is nice and long, and you walk in, and there is the Kiss.
The Kiss
on the right
is right there. And is that the sole representation of Kiss in the hallway?
It's not. No,
okay.
It's a very. The Norton household has been transformed.
I just love too that you were ready to put that. I mean, it's massive. That massive Kiss painting above your fireplace.
In a second, I will. I love the colors.
And the only reason you didn't is because you didn't want to ruin the painting.
And it would stay in the wall. It's just too hot. Like, you touch the wall, your hand hurts. It's metal underneath it, but it's still really. I was actually worried about it. It's like, this is going to burn something. They're like, no, it's normal. But so yeah, standing up in the hallway looks great when you walk in.
It does look great.
I love it.
Yeah,
and there's plenty of room for it there.
Right.
But you have to have room for these things. I don't have a house.
Well, no, you have an absurd amount of Kiss memorabilia.
Yeah.
I think that's more accurate. You have a pretty nice place. You just have, I mean, the amount of Kiss posters you have is stupid.
The only thing is that if we get a dog, what I'm worried about is that the dog will lift its little leg.
You have to get a female dog just so it doesn't lift its leg.
Do they not lift their legs?
No, female dogs squat like Travis.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, they don't have penises.
Wow, how do you?
I mean, by the way,
you're prejudiced.
Jim is going to debate this now.
No, I didn't know. That's why dogs lift their legs. I didn't know what that meant.
Yeah.
I guess you're right. That's
Boy dogs lift their legs. Girl dogs squat like Travis.
Because
Travis sits when he pees.
Oh, he's in a penis.
I don't know. I never checked. I just saw him
I had
squatting.
no idea why that girl dogs didn't fucking.
Yeah.
They just squat and whiz and get all over their feet. Dumb broads.
No,
No,
just
I
spread their
mean-
legs, and they just you know.
Yeah, they kind of splay a little bit and they squat. Lila Garrity squats. She doesn't lift her leg.
So I wonder if I should do that then, like, so it doesn't splay all over my Kiss shit.
you can just train it.
No.
It
Like,
won't piss on your posters.
You think it'll? I don't understand.
a
Like,
squatting dog is not going to lift his leg and piss on my fucking.
no, a squatting dog is not going to lift your leg. It would fall over
Right.
because it's squatting.
But I mean, it pisses when it's squat. I didn't know that. I had no idea
yes.
female dogs
Lady
squatted.
dogs squat.
Did not know that.
Yeah. I would get it house trained just so it doesn't
Oh, without a doubt.
piss on any of
Yeah.
the Kiss or anything else, like your
Yeah.
rug, your coffee
Trust
table.
me.
Your
This is a house trainer.
okay. He's showing his fist. He's shaking his fist.
That's how you train a puppy. Can I have one more of these, Jordan? Is it okay? Yeah. Thank you, buddy.
That's my bad.
No, it's not. It's fine. It's a small black cold brew. Thank you. No sugar, no nothing. And I'll reimburse you upon your rearrival.
Rear. That's right.
I'm just a little sleepy.
No, you got to get
We were
it.
up all night last night celebrating.
Celebrating the newspapers
Just celebrating.
in general. Celebrating life.
Pride.
Well, what's that?
Pride.
Celebrating Pride.
That's right.
No, I didn't pay much attention to Pride. I mean, nice, good, but I never, I didn't, it was a lot of traffic this week. I was like, oh, maybe that was it.
It was insanity yesterday.
It
Yeah,
was.
I didn't do a spot. It was a Sunday, so I was just kind of, old man shit. I fucking
Yeah.
lost another American Express card.
What?
I had lost one and gotten it replaced.
You lost it again.
And then I went out in my sweatpants, and I fucking just put I don't wear underwear, so I can't fucking have my phone and my keys and my wallet and my sweatpants where it pulls down.
And then you show everybody your penis.
Like
by
I
mistake.
literally when
Can you
I'm
imagine
walking.
having that problem? I can't hold all my items in my pants because they're loose-fitting sweatpants, and I don't wear underpants.
I know my penis and my. Actually, I was walking home. I had gotten something framed. I had to keep stopping and pulling my pants up because I could feel the top of my crack coming out.
Why don't you put your phone in your pocket? I can't. Why? It'll expose my genitals.
My dick will pop out.
Have your fanny pack.
What about
I
your
guess I
fanny-
could do that, yeah. But again, that I have to pull the waistband up on the inside and then wrap the fanny pack around it because it will still fall down.
I've never known anybody to have such trouble with things.
I understand.
As you
I
know.
understand. I mean, you're not wrong.
You have a lot of trouble with things.
Yeah. So I wound up anyway going out with just my credit card in my pocket and a couple of. I was doing an Amazon return. I had bought a little dongle. I'm really gotten better with returns in the last couple of years. It's only $18 item, but I'm like, nope, you don't need it. You paid for it. Send it back. And
Women like to return. Oh yeah. Women love shopping online and returning. Travis is insulted because he's like, I like to return, and it's like, yeah, that's what we're talking
Would
about.
you return an
thinking
$18 item? I walked a
of
half
course
a
I would.
block. Of course.
I would. I just think about all the times my wife says, "Oh, by the way, you're going to get like a $30 return from Target." Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Guess we bought more stuff they're not using.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was very happy with myself to actually do it. Then I went in to check my lottery tickets, and it turns out I won a little bit of money.
How much?
I'm not going to say. $70.
Oh,
Well, that was over
plus
the-
the 18.
Well, I had spent that,
Close
so
to a
technically.
Close.
But, well, and plus I had spent lottery ticket money.
Deduct that from your winnings.
Yeah, so I'm
Deduct it
down
too.
about 12,000.
Yeah.
So I figured I just dropped it somewhere. I went and got caught. I'm like, I was in the neighborhood. I was like very close by, and I checked in all these places.
We can't buy lottery tickets with your credit card.
No. But I have it I had cash in my pocket.
Nice.
But when plus I used the winnings from the tickets I had just to purchase. But
Buy back in.
I always carry an extra credit card, not just my phone in case. And anyway, I just lost it. And then this morning I'm fucking leaving, and it was on top of the counter.
Oh,
So all that
Jim.
hassle.
You didn't look around first?
No, dude, I didn't even occur to me. I made the route walk twice. I checked in the elevator. I checked.
Well, you could just lock it before you actually report it as lost.
Oh, I guess you can.
Yeah.
But I know. Oh, you know why? Because I'm traveling. I wanted to have it. I wanted a credit card. I'm like, I assumed I lost it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's stupid. It was. I literally. I'll have it tomorrow. They're very good at getting it to you fast.
But you just have to look at your card that is now useless.
They've already changed it on my Apple Pay. My new number's already on my Apple Pay. I don't know how Amex does that, but immediately they fuck.
Something happens with your bank because the same thing just happened to me.
You lost it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Have you ever lost your credit card? You guys are acting like you never lost your credit card.
Well, not like that often, and also usually not like, oh, there it was on the counter.
I know it was upside. I didn't remember that. I don't know why it was there. It was upside down, and it's so heavy, like it clangs because it's metal.
The credit card's metal?
Yeah.
Was it like a platinum, like
I mean, come on.
Excelsior or whatever it's
I
called?
don't know about them.
Yeah.
It's a gentleman's credit card.
I mean, the Apple card is metal.
It's a gentleman's credit card that sits in sweatpants that can't have a phone in them because
Because they'll show genitals.
Yes, and also a lot of tissues.
only for gentlemen.
A
Only for
gentleman,
gentlemen.
yes. Please, just class this up, gentlemen.
Yeah. Yeah, if you could carry your phone with you, you could just use Apple Pay.
I do. I use it all the time. But I mean, you never know. Sometimes you can't tap. And look, I'm going to say something I very rarely, if ever, say.
That's great.
But I wish we were here Friday. I wish we were on the air Friday. No reason. Just because it was the day after.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I know exactly. Of course. I had so many thoughts.
Yeah. I mean, it's...
Who's better at golf?
Trust me, I loved it.
Was there any better show?
They're gonna. And here's
Okay, what did you prefer? And I don't know if you watched both. Did you prefer the debate proper or the CNN post show? Because I watched both. I just left CNN on, and I couldn't believe it. Like usually, once they get into the spin zone, when they actually call it the spin zone, once they get into the spin zone, I'm like, oh, okay, I can shut this off and go to bed. But I was glued to it all night. They say Kamala Harris is coming on. I was like, I got to see what she's got to say. This is incredible.
They couldn't hide it. Like it was kind of it was like watching the media after 9/11, like the somber. Mm-hmm. And I love that now they're saying things like, well, his people hid the condition. And no, they didn't.
No.
Everyone knew this guy had cognitive issues, but the press didn't report it. That wasn't his people didn't hide it so well that no one knew. They just are now deciding to report on it because it's so fucking naked and glaring they can't avoid it.
Or his people were like not admitting anything was going on, and they said, okay, that's the story we'll go with.
He's a fucking doddering idiot. He's 81. It's okay. It happens when you're fucking in your 80s. He's not fit to be the president.
55.
Sometimes we leave our credit cards.
It's tough. Life is difficult.
They're in a bad spot. My prediction is going to be Gavin Newsom because when I looked at Gavin Newsom before. So they asked him about replacing Biden. This is before the debate, and you could see he was auditioning. He's like, I won't even acknowledge that. This is our president, and our president's here to bring home a positive message, to bring forth the future. He was giving talking points, and showing you how together he was.
I agree with you. They had a thing. He was on MSNBC after the debate. And they were asking him about Biden's performance. And he was saying, and he was doing exactly what you said. He was auditioning. He was saying, regardless of how you feel about our president's performance tonight, we have to protect democracy, and we have to get behind. The other side wouldn't leave their leader behind. We have to get behind our leader. That way, when they say, hey, we're gonna step this guy aside, he can go, well, if this is what's best for the party, if this is what's best,
guys. If you look, I understand. It's J-Lo, and she needs someone to fuck her in the ass. I'll do it.
If this is what's needed,
it's what she wants
for her,
for the greater good.
Okay, all right, okay, Joe, this is what you want, right? Okay. I mean, it was.
What can he say? I mean, he kind of saying what he has to, and I wish I liked him because he looks presidential. He's a good but his policies suck. I can't like Gavin Newsom. I wish I did.
He had that COVID party.
I mean,
he had that super spreader event.
I don't like his wife. I don't like him.
I mean, dude,
it's so crazy that Trump Jr. is with his ex.
Did he date? He did date Kimberly Guilfoyle.
Guilfoyle, wasn't he married to her, or was he just dating her?
I don't remember if they were married. But
they were together.
Oh, they were a real couple.
Serious. Yeah. That's right.
Guilfoyle, and so she'll have to endorse Trump. I
Yes.
wonder how she does it, because obviously she's not going to trash Gavin Newsom. She may say like,
They were married. They were married for 5 years. Yeah.
Love has no political party.
she also knows
That's a good
everything about him too. Like, meaning if there's any Achilles
Right.
that can be exploited.
First of all,
She'll
I
know.
call him Needle Dick.
You know, this campaign, I'm surprised you didn't finish in 2 minutes his speech.
I would like to say to the American public that happened once.
Yeah.
It happened once.
I'm surprised his notes didn't wilt in his hand.
Yeah, is this the MSNBC thing I was talking about?
I didn't see this one.
Yeah, this was after the debate.
Oh, let's hear the statesman.
Yeah.
You were out there getting a chorus of questions about whether Biden should step down. There is panic that has set in. There is panic
course
that
there
has set
should
in.
Be. He
among
said there should.
people who have
I don't know about that. There shouldn't
He
be.
has to say
There
it.
shouldn't be. Look how handsome I am in this suit. Look, not one hair is out of place. There shouldn't be.
He does
panic.
look good presidential, but he also looks like a fucking used car salesman.
But a really, really,
A good one.
really great used car
He's the
salesman.
regional leader for used car sales. Like, you know what I mean? He's the guy that can move anything on the lot. That's
Yeah.
the guy.
He's the new boss that comes in and he goes, I want you to know you're my guy.
Yeah,
You're my guy.
You see that watch? Costs more than your car.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, he's from Mitch and Murray.
He's Ben Affleck in Boiler Room.
And see it.
It's so good. But it's the same spirit.
Same as Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
watch this debate who are Democrats, people who are strategists, and some even inside Democratic campaigns. Do you think it's unfounded?
Well, I think it's unhelpful, and I think it's unnecessary. We've got to go in and
Look at
got to
those
keep
pearly
our
whites
head
smiling.
high.
He is
His
a
voice
pro,
sounds
man.
bad, though. You can tell he sounds sick.
It's like it was also like 11:30 at night, to be fair, and he'd done a lot of interviews.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I mean, this guy is a wheeler and dealer.
Sure he is.
And as I say, we've got to have the back of this president. You don't turn your back because of one performance. What kind of party does that? It's been a masterclass. 15.6 million jobs. That's 8 times more than the last 3 Republican presidents combined. The only thing
No,
the
it's
last
not.
3 Republican presidents have in common is recessions. Democrats deliver. This president has delivered. We need to deliver for him at this moment. With all due respect, the more time we start having these conversations, go down these rabbit holes, it's unhelpful to our democracy, our fate and future of this country, the world. They need us right now to step up, and that's exactly what I intend to do.
What I intend to do.
For California.
I-
No, for California.
I meant we.
I'm talking about for, if you let me finish, I intend to do that for President Biden. Because what he said, I mean, it's the audition. I mean, it's like, can you put yourself on tape to be the president?
Yeah, could you send in an audition, and that would be, even though his voice sounds really bad. It sounds really, like, bad.
It was just a little,
raspier.
I mean, not compared to what we had just seen.
No. I was stunned at how bad he was.
And it was from the beginning, and I mean, Kamala Harris showed up, and she goes, he had a little bit of a rocky start, but he was good by the end. He was not good by the end.
He got better.
No, but then by the close, he was terrible in the
The
closing
closing was
statement.
terrible. But he got better in the middle, but only better in comparison for how he was in the beginning.
Because it was so catastrophic.
Trump clearly won. I thought Trump missed having a grand slam because he began getting redundant and he began doing that thing of we're failing. I get it, but he does that petty thing. That's been disproven. Just answer those questions that you didn't want to answer. Just be calm. You're murdering him right now. Just
enjoy it.
Again, he didn't go crazy. He didn't implode. I thought he did a great job. He had a good debate, a really, really great debate.
He wouldn't have necessarily won the debate if Biden had his faculties. He might. I'm not saying he would.
I don't know.
I'm not saying he definitely wouldn't have, but I'm saying he wouldn't have definitely.
He wouldn't have it wouldn't have been the massacre, because then when you see Biden the next day speaking at that rally, he was much better. But whatever, I guess for him it's day to day.
Bro.
Now he's a 10 to 4 guy. I read about that.
He's 10-4.
Yeah, he's good between the hours of 10 and 4.
Where'd you read that?
That's what their aides say.
The what?
His aides.
They said that.
Oh, that's the sad story.
Bro, 10 to 4. You're getting a solid 6.
That's business hours with lunch.
Yeah. 10 to 4.
Yeah. I mean,
that's great. Don't attack us after 4.
Yeah. That's what about time zones?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So from 7 to 1 in LA, he's on his game.
He is. It's like when you visit your grandparents and their caretaker has to tell you, like, look, after sundown, you're going to see some weird stuff. Just so you know, like, everything will be fine, but after sundown, your grandparents get a little weird. It happens.
Aides say that he is, quote, dependably engaged between the hours of 10 and 4.
That's not his people said that?
Yeah.
That's really bad.
Because, like, this thing comes out, right? Ew. And it's like, yeah, and I go, hey. But he does this rally the next day, and he's $1 million. What
time was it?
Is between the hours of 10 and 4.
Boom.
But most people were like, see, look at him, 12 hours later. But I'm going like, what? Nobody's explaining. Like, this is so dramatically different. You can't just say, see, last night wasn't so bad because look at today. It's like, no. Today is not so bad, but still, let's look at last night and explain to me how he can be functioning as if he's a different human being the next day. Explain what the hell is going on.
Yeah, it's. I just think a lot of people who have this cognitive plummet. Mm-hmm. Some days are good, other days are bad. I mean, that's probably how it is.
It was the wrong day to be bad.
It was the wrong time to be bad. Yeah, man. I mean, it was really bad. He was really fucking. We killed Medicaid. Like, he was just
getting the words wrong.
The comparison between the two. Like, you could just see that, again, Trump is still an old man, but his brain it works. It's a functional, in-the-moment brain. Even if he's petty, and even if he does it, at least he's communicating like a person who's present, where Biden just looked lost.
He was also, like, Biden was making weird choices. Like, a couple of times, he was going after Trump for, like, the memes that aren't necessarily, like, they're loosely fact-based, but they're not fully fact-based. Like, he was going, like, when he was like, you told people to inject bleach in the arm. It's like, we know what that's based on, but we also know that he didn't actually say that. When he was like, trying to reference the physical report where people were dunking on Trump for lying about his height-weight thing. Remember that when that was a thing for a while? But he didn't remember what the numbers were, so he was trying. It's like, dude, don't worry about the memes. Don't worry about dunking. Just
he's trying to bait him too, because I think he knows that Trump looks really bad when he's petty, and he was trying to bait him into pulling him away from talking about what was kind of present in Biden's record. It's almost like Biden wanted Trump to attack him personally, because that's avoiding talking about taxes or inflation or whatever it is. So, and he fell for it a couple times, but he didn't go crazy. I mean, that golf debate is just two old men.
It's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
I couldn't believe they were doing it.
Yeah.
With no irony whatsoever.
And you kind of knew that Trump was going to respond. Like, you knew it was going to happen. You were like, this isn't really going to happen, is it? And when it started going, and it's like, what are we watching?
I mean, it was insane.
What are you guys doing? Let's take a listen.
That I'm in very good health. I just won 2 club championships, not even senior, 2 regular club championships. To do that, you have to be quite smart, and you have to be able to hit the ball a long way, and I do it. He doesn't do it. He can't hit a ball 50 yards. He challenged me to a golf match. He can't hit a ball 50 yards. I think I'm in very good shape. I feel that I'm as in good a shape as I was 25, 30 years ago. Actually, I'm probably a little bit lighter, but I'm
probably
as good a shape as I was years ago. I feel very good. I feel the same. But I was willing to take a cognitive test. And you know what? If I didn't do well, I aced him. Dr. Ronnie Jackson, who's a great guy when he was White House doctor. And then I took another one, a similar one.
I was wondering if he was a good guy or not.
But you
Ronnie
see,
Jackson, great guy.
His filler, at least he can keep talking as filler. Like, that's, by the way, there's no audience there, so these weird things that propel these guys, the ebb and flow, there's nothing. It's just talking into a vacuum. Mm-hmm. It's probably weird to do with no one there, where you're giving a rally speech in front of no one. But whereas Joe is just not.
Wow, there was no moment when they went to Trump and said, you have like 80 seconds left. You want to keep talking? Like, they did that multiple times for Biden. They were like, you got time left, Joe. You want to keep going? He was like, Okay.
They did. They hit Trump with that a couple times, but much less. He did.
Yeah.
He did get where he went under.
I mean, there was one for like 80 seconds.
I think they were both so afraid of babbling after the clock and being shut off. That was great. I thought this debate was unbelievable. I loved it. No stupid audience cheering. I don't need to hear the opinions of these assholes at town hall. I don't need to hear people going, yeah. I don't need to just shut them the fuck up when they're done. 1 minute and then shut up.
If Biden hadn't been falling apart, I would have missed the audience. I like the audience. I like a little showbiz. What can I tell you?
No, I don't need them.
Give him the old 3-ring circus.
I don't need
razzle dazzle.
Bunch of
him, you know?
dopes. I don't bunch of dopes.
I like
hooting
the
and
dopes.
hollering.
I like the hooting. I like the hollering.
Fuck them.
You know?
I don't care what they think.
You don't?
No, not at all.
I like to hear that. I like when the politicians start playing to the audience. I like sometimes it works because when there's an audience and you get a politician doing the Donald Duck thing, it really drives home how bad that was.
Yes, those are moments, but to me, those are the few and far between moments. And I just don't need their cheering. I don't care what they agree with.
You don't?
No, I want to come to my own conclusion. I don't give a fuck about the audience.
All right.
Obviously, if you've seen my show.
No, that's true. That's true. Or this one. Bill's making Troy upset. He should be. He's shouting at him instead of
Bill.
I'd like to hear a little more of the golf.
But it was a crazy fucking.
Bill is getting
upset. It was everything that I expected it to be and better.
Oh, it was way worse than I expected.
I mean, I loved it.
Yeah.
We got food. We ordered sushi.
You did.
Oh my god! Yeah, it was a whole thing.
They should do the next debate at lunch.
They won't do another one.
Oh, yeah.
Trump won't debate him again.
I shouldn't.
No,
I wouldn't.
Trump
I don't
won't.
think they'll debate. They already agreed to 3 debates.
If I were Trump, I'd back out of it right now.
2 debates. They agreed to 3. I think they only scheduled 2 so far.
I thought so too, but I don't think Trump will do it because
Plus,
he
Biden
doesn't
won't be
need
running
to.
for president anymore at that point.
No,
That's a good point.
Now, if it's Gavin Newsom or something, Trump will probably have to do it.
Yes,
but
I think Trump will sign up for these any day of the week.
I think if once you have dominantly won, there is nothing to do except risk losing. If
let him have Biden having a good night.
If they can
and Trump's
figure
never
out,
been known to double down.
No, Trump doesn't have that. You're right about that. There is a discipline that is lacking where he does enjoy more.
But he's
He likes
avoided.
more.
He's avoided
That's a
all
good
debates
point.
before, and after that night, if you have somebody, if somebody comes off like that, that's the impression people
I
have.
feel like this is different. I understand why he avoided the Republican debates. He didn't need to do that. He was going to get the nomination. There was no upside to that.
But if he feels like he can
This
trounce
is a
him
presidential
again,
debate.
I think he won't.
He won't.
Unless it's a new candidate.
Okay.
But I get you're not wrong in his desire to want to feel this again, because you could kind of see in his face.
I think he will only because they already agreed to it. That gives Biden
You're right.
the
Trump,
ammunition.
one thing Trump doesn't do is lie.
But then Biden can turn around and be like, look, this guy's not, he's backing out of what he said he was going to do.
Yeah, but they'll be able to trick him. They'll go, no, he never said that. And Biden will just be confused and kind of wander off.
No, I think I'll do another.
It was funny that I'm sure Trump lied, of course, but so did Biden. I mean, he fact checked him. The Border Patrol supports me, and they tweeted, "We will never support Joe Biden." What a fucking asshole! And he's like saying Trump wants to get rid of cops. No, he doesn't.
He may have been confused, though, Joe.
Like, just hit him with what you got to hit him with, but don't,
He might have been confused.
And Trump lied about fucking saying how liberals and everybody wanted abortion to go back to the states. No, they didn't.
They didn't? I had no idea.
Oh, stop it.
Let's hear the rest of that golf clip.
And one of them said they'd never seen anybody ace him.
Thank you. President Biden?
He's talking about the cognitive
You can
test.
see he is 6'5" and only 223 pounds. Or
23
pounds. Well, you said 6'4", 200. Well,
I mean, they're
anyway,
children.
Anyway, just take a look at what
Yes,
he
you
says
did.
he is, and take a look at what he is.
What?
Look, I'd be happy to have a driving contest with him. I got my handicap, which when I was vice president, down to a 6. And by the way,
Trump's laughing
I told
at
you
him.
before, I'm happy to play golf with you if you carry your own bag. Think you can do it?
That's the biggest lie that he's a 6 handicap of all.
I was 8 handicap.
I mean, literally they want to be the leaders of the free world. It's the biggest, like, 6K. I'm an 8 handicap.
He's arguing about golf scores. And that was, I feel like, a strategic move on Trump's part. He was like, I think I can lure him in. I'm going to take a shot at his golf score. And Biden fell for it.
I mean,
Yeah, no. I'm very good at golf. No, you're not that good. Yes, I am.
Fucking crazy how they both continued with this.
There was big Lady Di Marion energy going on.
It really was. Want to play golf? Like, nobody wants to see
play
that.
golf.
Nobody cares about you guys playing golf. There's not one person that's going, well, I'm not 100% sure who I'm going to vote for. I'd love to see who would win in a game of golf.
And you played the club championship and won it. Maybe people will let you win because you're the ex-president.
And it's
or you also own the club. Both.
Mr. Burns.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's just insane. But wow, did Biden look bad.
Someone shaved his sideburns just because I told him to.
But by the way, this was not a hidden fact. People have been saying this for 2.5, 3 years, and now the press finally acknowledged it. So they have to go, well, as his AIDS finally came out, and shut up. You guys tried to protect him. You hid it.
He's never performed this badly in public.
Never, but he's been pretty fucking bad at certain times. He's also been good, but that he's looked at that stupid asshole Mitch McConnell face,
freeze face,
that fucking frozen, doddering old shit your pants face.
Yeah,
fuck both
you
of
think
those
he did
guys.
That?
Ugh.
Do you think
just
he could
get out
a little bit?
Two old men. What's that?
You think he shit himself a little bit when he froze?
No, but I wouldn't have been shocked.
Right.
People would blame his wife, but I mean, what is she supposed to do? It's his wife.
Jill gave him a good shout out, good supportive, because he did answer the questions.
Every question. Can we see that? Because that to me really brought home how well he performed, where she commended Joe for answering all the questions.
Which you answered all the
like
questions.
a big boy.
Yeah. Some people thought you would not be able to answer all
but
the
he
questions.
did.
But you did.
Yes, you did.
Who's my man?
Yeah. He looks like fucking Peter Boyle. God is in his holy temple. Remember that Poltergeist 2? That's what he looks like. You're all gonna die.
Joe, you did such a great job. You answered every question. You knew all the facts.
You knew all the what?
Facts. Look at him.
And let me ask the crowd, what did Trump do?
He's confused.
He literally
goes,
thinks
it's way past 4.
He's waiting. He wants like balloons. He looks.
I think he wants to go to bed.
Lost.
I mean, I would too. I get it. I get it. He's an old man.
But he's also the president.
I know. That's where
you got to be good at 10 p.m.
Like if I was
what
like
if 10 a.m.
You answered all the questions.
Like
how the fuck does a first lady say that to the president on television?
You probably also get that I'm tired when I wake up in the morning, right? Except I do a morning radio show. So I can't go like, well, it's early and I'm better after 10. You know, you can't. Now we're talking about the president.
Yeah. So enjoyable.
You answer all the questions, she said.
Yeah, that was a great compliment.
He lied.
She really is Trump. Maybe if I just bring up the fact that he did answer everything and Trump lied, we could maybe that's the bigger story here. And it's like, no, dude.
She's obviously pulling the strings.
And fuck Democrats and all these people who pretended they didn't know this was happening. I mean, like, stop acting. This is not news. No one is shocked by this. Not you, not the press. No one is shocked. Everyone saw it. And people have been talking about it.
Yeah,
but they wouldn't acknowledge it because they were afraid of losing.
I don't think people realized how bad it was.
They all knew. The media knew.
The insiders
Conservatives knew. I know I sound like a conservative. I'm not. I'm just, when it comes to this, they knew. They've been saying it for 3 years. He's a doddering, senile idiot.
They have been saying it.
They have been saying it.
They said that.
And
they
then he came off at times much better. The first debate last year with when Trump had COVID, Biden was great.
But at this age,
Trump was terrible.
At this age, 4 years is a very long time.
It's fucking
And that's the thing, too, is that people watch that and they go, not only is that what's going on right now, but 4 years from now, if this is 4 years from then, and even then it was like, well, Biden's a little old, but I guess he's better than Trump. Then 4 years later, it's like, oh my God, 4 years from now? And like, they did not do a good job of finding a vice president that people are like, well, you know what? It's all good because just put the vice in there, slide her right in. People don't like her.
Everyone hates her guts. She's fucking hateable. She was hateable when he chose her. She was hateable when she ran. No one liked her when she fucking ran.
Like people actually when Obama ran, people like Joe Biden. They liked that combination.
They liked him because he was an older guy with some foreign policy
Yeah.
experience. Obama's this young, hopeful first black president, and Biden was like the guy that's been around.
Yeah, it was a fun thing. This one, it's not
They
the same.
hate her fucking guts.
That'd be such a bummer if you're the vice president and people are like, well, who do you think's gonna? If somebody fills in for Biden, who do you think it's gonna be? And nobody.
No.
no, come on. We're being serious. We're gonna have the conversation.
Because I don't know what it is about like her. Again, the word salad thing she does is just she says nothing.
Yeah.
And when women in politics try to sound strong, it just sounds stupid. Stop trying to be a powerful orator by doing that. You can be a powerful orator by doing something else, but not that. So I'm trying to yell and do that. No one's motivated by that.
I'm not. Yeah, this was this?
I believe this was after, and this is when they were talking to her
during the funeral dirge.
I was watching it. I was locked in. Van Lathan was like, he had tears in his eyes.
Is that his last name, Lathan?
I think so, right?
Oh, I thought it was Jones. Maybe I'm wrong.
Isn't it Van Lathan? Or
You might be right. I just thought his name was Van Jones.
Lathan's? So who's Van Lathan? Look up Van Lathan.
What's his name?
Van Jones.
It is Jones. Okay.
There must
Daddy
be.
got it right. You don't know what
Yeah. Daddy, when it comes to politics, Daddy will do all the
Van
heavy
Lathan's
lifting.
probably a wrestler.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Is he a wrestler?
He's a producer.
Oh, must be my. I'm such an industry guy.
He's the co-host of Ringer's Higher Learning podcast.
Oh, he was on TMZ. That's where I know him from.
Who is he?
That's where I know him from. He's a different Van. I'd put Van Lathan on that show personally. I like that guy. He was on TMZ. That's where I know him from. Okay, Van Jones. Van Jones had tears in his eyes. Yeah. Van Jones was really upset.
It was a eulogy.
Yeah, he was very sad.
Wait, I did.
And they were like, "This was a disaster."
We have to kill the president.
And yeah. And David Axelrod was like, I don't know.
Van Jones admitted that they were friends. He loves Biden.
It's what he was. He was like, I love that man.
Yeah.
I can't believe what happened.
Has he worked for him? I think he's worked for him, so he kind of knows him. Like,
I mean, somebody tweeted that he was speaking like they were euthanizing a pet.
It's
time to say goodbye. What are you doing, Van?
Like, I love him.
Every morning I'd wake up and Joe would have his nose on my feet.
Yeah. The other panelists are going, something's got to be done. And Van goes, I know you guys are saying, excuse me, I have to go. Where are you going, Van? Where are you going?
I don't even mind people being sad, but it's just like, fuck all of them for pretending they didn't notice this sooner. They all saw it. They all knew it, and none of them reported on it. And now they're all talking about it because they can't not.
Yeah.
And they're panicking. I love by the way, the fact that they're waiting until, what are we in, July? To panic when they had 3 fucking years?
Okay, but here's another conspiracy theory I want to hit you with.
Okay.
There are those that believe, specifically, because remember when this debate was scheduled, people went, that's a little strange. This is very early for
in
a
the debate, yeah.
We haven't even had the RNC DNCs. We haven't had these conventions, you know?
We haven't even crowned them as the actual nominees.
Right. These are just the presumed nominees. There are those that believe that the Democrats knew what was going to happen. And the reason they scheduled this debate when they scheduled it was because it would give them the opportunity to get somebody stronger in there and look even stronger comparatively.
I don't know if they knew it would happen or had to see how, because again, last time he sounded really good in that first debate.
Right. It's like
let's see how this goes.
Either here are two. Either he's going to shock everybody and we can say, see, we told you he's fine. Or if we do it now, we got enough time to slip somebody else in. That's one of the conspiracy theories that's floating around.
I can buy into that.
I believe that too.
100%.
I don't think that's crazy.
That's weird because you're usually you're not
Troy's
into
smart.
these
He knows
conspiracy theories usually.
That makes sense.
It does make sense.
See what he just and
see how we go. Yeah, I don't think that's. But I
No
don't
other
think
reason to do it this early.
none of them say it's like one of those weird things where they're just talking about it and go, once we do that first debate, like, how about here? But yeah, but that's before the convention. No, I know, but you know what? It couldn't hurt just to have it out of the way. Get the first one out of the way, and we can this way at the convention, and then everybody kind of knows. Like, you don't actually say, let's see if he's a senile dolt.
Right.
Let's.
Right. It could come in handy.
Yeah. So, I think that that's not crazy to me at all. That it would because again, it's in their best interest to see. Let's see how he does.
And then Anderson Cooper talked to the vice president And Anderson said, your boy did terrible, dude. What are we going to do here?
Let's see. I didn't see this part.
Oh,
I'm
great.
sure she was electric.
She was electric. She gave me hope.
President Biden 4 years ago, and he was a very different person on the stage 4 years ago when you debated him. You must, I mean, that's certainly true, is it not?
Anderson, the point has to be performance in terms
Can you
of what
pause? I'm sorry, Troy. I don't mean to interrupt it so quickly, but that part where it's like the idea, she's almost responding like that is like, come on, Anderson, like that's a dumb question. Where it's like, no, it's not. That's the question.
Yeah.
That's everybody's watching, going like, what the fuck happened? And for anybody to be dismissive of that question does not instill confidence.
And there's not much she can do here, but it's just she's so naturally hateable that her natural hateability comes up. Anderson, you know, I don't know why, I just don't like her.
Well, she could go like, yeah, look, it was a tough night, but ultimately the what we're trying to protect is our democracy. Instead of going, look, Anderson.
This whole thing of they're protecting the democracy, shut the fuck up.
But that's the angle. What other angle is there?
I got it. You have to have an angle in politics. You have
to. What other angle? Like,
but
look,
I'm sick of it.
The only way to protect our democracy is to vote that guy in. You have to.
I'm fighting being red-pilled. I'm fighting it. I have not been. I'm fighting because
You're close.
No, because they think that my wife and I should be burned alive.
That's the only problem.
But no, I don't. This type of stuff makes me crazy. Like that we're fighting for. But again, the other guys are doing fight for America.
Yeah,
shut
they
up.
fight the same fight.
America's not going anywhere.
Go full MAGA, Jim.
No, I can't.
You think he should?
Yeah,
I can't. The abortion thing. I don't like the fucking views on it. I don't like the religious conservatives.
You don't have to worry about it.
You have to don't worry about that.
And he doesn't have to worry about it anyway in his life.
I just don't like it. No, but in my life, there's too many base things that they stand for that I don't like.
Be based.
No,
you know
it's too easy.
It is easy.
It's just to run with it and go, thanks, guys, for fucking prefab ideology. Huh?
You don't have to believe all of it.
You don't really. You don't have to believe any of it. You could just say.
You could.
You know?
Yeah.
That's fine, too.
Yeah.
Anderson.
You don't have to be 100%.
No.
Let's see. I didn't see what she said. Maybe I'm wrong.
President does. A
Right,
president
but
who
that is
incites
what's
an
scary for
insurrection
people
against the
watching this.
Capitol. No, but I got the point that you're making about a 1.5 hour debate tonight. I'm talking about 3.5 years of performance in work that has been historic.
But is
whether
that
it be
the man
infrastructure,
who we
the
saw
former
on the
guy, the
stage
other
tonight?
guy,
Is that the
other
person
guy
you
on
see
the
in
debate
meetings every day?
stage?
Anderson does a good
The
job.
person that you saw on the debate stage that has, for the last 3.5 years, up until today, performed in a way that has been about, whether it be in the Oval Office, negotiating bipartisan deals so that we have an infrastructure, a real infrastructure plan where we're putting trillions of dollars on the streets of America to upgrade our infrastructure. Whether it be the person I see
By
in
the
the
way, can you
Oval
pause real quick? Where was this type of tough talk from Anderson Cooper 2 years ago?
He hadn't seen the
Where
debate
was
yet.
it?
He didn't see the debate.
Now all of a sudden they're in a panic.
He didn't see. He's reacting to what America saw.
America saw this. Half of America saw this 3 years ago.
You are
and said
red-
this
he
guy
red pill.
is doddering.
They were in denial. They didn't accept it.
But they knew it. They knew it.
You mean when he fell off the bike?
Yeah, Jackie Walorski. They fucking knew it.
Slip of the tongue.
Anyone can fall off a bike.
No, that's true. I'm not saying any one of these things.
What
but
about
all
shout
of
out a
them.
passed away person?
Okay.
I mean, sure.
But it happened.
He didn't.
And that bike was stationary.
Yeah.
It was a
It-
parked.
yeah.
It was a parked bike.
Yeah,
That's
he
like-
didn't even. It wasn't like he shouted her out and then dumped his insure.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
You want to finish this nonsense?
Oh, I guess for another second. She's
That's
hard
your
to
vice
listen.
president.
She's so hateable.
Show some respect,
I
Troy.
apologize.
Office, who is meeting with heads of the military and the intelligence community and in the Situation Room, ensuring the safety of
Wolfsville?
America. The person I see in Joe Biden on the world stage, convening world leaders who often ask for his advice. Most recently, just during the G7 conference. So I'm not
Doesn't
gonna
she
spend
sound
all-
too self-conscious when she talks? Like she sounds like I am going to attempt to say these words properly because I don't want to make a mistake. It's just like,
yeah, I hear it.
There's nothing sincere. I don't know why. There's something about when people talk like you don't feel like
because she knows it's a hollow.
There's no substance.
Argument.
It's no fucking substance.
And
man.
she knows she's not addressing the question. Like she's not addressing what people clearly saw, regardless of, oh, I thought this or oh, I had heard about this. Like everybody saw it. We have to discuss what everybody just saw.
Is he the same person? Yes, he's the same person. He's never been the greatest speaker. He had an off night. It happens. He's the same guy. He's the same guy I debated. I talked to him before. He's the same person. His mind works well. He had a bad debate.
That's much better.
That's it.
You
He's
should be
been
the
governing for 3.5 years.
Have you thought about running with Gavin?
Ooh,
McGinnis.
That's a ticket.
Oh, that's
sure.
Night with you talking about the last 90 minutes.
Well,
when I've been
rewind
watching
just
the
a little
last
bit.
3.5
That was
years
my-
of
that was- I
G7
love that quote.
advice from the world
There you go.
stage, convening world leaders who often ask for his advice.
Oh.
Most recently, just during the G7 conference. So I'm not going to spend all night with you talking about the last 90 minutes.
Yes, you are.
When I've been watching the last 3.5
So,
years of performance.
what's amazing about that
President
is
Biden.
like this is 3 minutes into the
Biden,
interview.
4
Like this
years-
is not half an hour into a like he's not trying to talk about it, and the reason that she's on is right after the debate.
Because
like the idea of like, look, I'm not here to talk about the debate. Yes, you are.
That's why you're
yeah,
there.
Of course you are.
Shit for brains.
Of course you're. That's why.
That's why you've been asked to be on.
How often does the vice president do an interview with CNN at 11:30 at night?
And how often does this particular vice president have an aggressive media? Like how never. Like she never has to deal with that from CNN or MSNBC. None of them do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, and I guess they were trying to get confidence back up. The next day, Obama was like, yeah, but
Obama knew.
Biden's my guy.
Yeah, I mean,
Obama said exactly what Kamala should have said. Yeah, it's a bad night. Still vote,
Yeah, plus Obama talks
but that's
normally.
Still, but that's still my homie, though.
Yeah.
That's what he said, right?
Yeah.
That's
the quote.
Everyone has to go.
I get that. I understand that.
It wasn't a video. Just go to his Twitter.
I get that. I mean, that's like when I defend Troy. That's my guy.
Yeah, that's my homie. Listen, he might be an idiot.
That's my guy.
But that's my guy.
All right, so you can take your opinion and stick it. That's what I say. Thanks, man. He's like, yeah, stick it.
Come on, Troy.
Obama's Twitter account. I wasn't going to let him.
Where do you fucking idiots think I am?
Barack Obama.
Yeah,
Barack Obama on Twitter.
First of all, why are you getting so upset?
Yeah,
because
don't
you're
get so upset.
I'm looking for
He's
it.
looking.
It's probably the first tweet.
I mean, yeah, it's probably
The
up
first tweet is the unraveling.
That's a pinned tweet.
Yeah, it's pinned.
There you go.
Wait. Go back, Troy. Right now, go back. Is the first tweet the unraveling?
Yeah, no.
What was the first tweet?
The tweet. Here you go.
All right. All right. So who were you shouting and cursing?
I'm a fucking idiot. Are you happy?
I am because it was so clean.
It was. That was very
because the
clean.
drop was so good.
Troy, can you mark that?
That's what made me happy. Obama said bad debate nights happen. Trust me, I know. But trust me, I know.
He's never had a terrible debate like that. He's had maybe some that he hasn't been as good.
It's very Chris Farley outside the... No, you don't. But this election is still a choice between someone who has fought for ordinary folks his entire life and someone who only cares about himself. Between someone who tells the truth, who knows right from wrong, and will give it to the American people straight, and someone who lies through his teeth for his own benefit. Last night didn't change that, and it's why so much is at stake in November.
Yeah, I mean, look, that's
fine.
It's what he's got to say.
Yeah.
There's some honesty there, but bad night. But
acknowledging what's happening.
Anderson, I'm just going to talk to you about.
Right.
God, is she a fucking dud?
I'm not here to talk about the debate.
That's why you're there, dummy. Her and Mike Pence should fucking get in a car like Thelma and Louise.
I mean,
two fucking worthless pieces of shit.
We just can't get a good vice president rocking and rolling.
That's a hard job. The vice presidents always get shit on.
Dan Quayle was good. He didn't get shit on.
Dan Quayle, he was at least heralded as a genius. But the vice president is always a clod or they're a fool.
Poor Gore.
Look at Gore, but Gore was just boring. They never said he was stupid. He was a bore and a dud and a wet blanket. George
He
Bush
was a wet
Sr.
blanket. And nobody believed him about the internet.
No. George Bush Sr., when he was Reagan's vice president, they said was a wimp. Meanwhile, he was a fucking fighter pilot, and he was the former head of the CIA. Like, he was not a wimp at all.
Right.
And Vic Henley had performed.
He was never vice president.
And what's that?
He was never vice president.
Are you
George Bush Sr.?
Vic Henley.
No, Vic Henley was vice president.
I think Vic
under
Henley was.
Mobutu in Zaire.
Yeah, that's right. That's
during the Rumble in the Jungle, Vic Henley is the one that said, "Why don't we just round up all the criminals and throw them in jail and kill one randomly?" Yeah, he's a big Mobutu guy. No, but he said that when you meet George Bush Sr., because he had done like gigs that Bush Sr. was at, like some benefits, and he said you feel like you're meeting a fighter pilot. Like he's not some old, he doesn't feel like a soft old man. Like he feels like a legit ex-military guy. But the reputation was that he was a fucking pussy. He was a wimp.
Even Biden was a wild card, eating ice cream and cursing into microphones.
Yeah. There was something about him. They seemed like, because they all listened to his dumb Delaware stories, there was something about him that people were like, yeah, he seems like a kind of more regular than the rest of them.
He was Uncle Joe.
Yeah. Meanwhile, he's had his fucking claws in to that industry for 40 years.
Yeah, people, wow, he's a lifetime politician. We can trust him. Wait, what did you say?
Yeah.
Did you just listen to yourself?
Yeah, I mean, he was a good choice for Obama.
Yes, for sure. So, if they replace Biden, does Kamala Harris get to transfer over?
No. And probably for the next few months, sure.
but like you mean until, say, the end of the year?
No, it'd be a different ticket. Like, she doesn't even have to be Biden's choice for vice president when he runs.
But he has to, though, because then he'd be admitting he made a mistake.
You don't think they'd throw her a bone?
No. Well, then again.
So maybe because they don't want it to be so different.
And they also hate her so much that they know that voting for Biden is really voting for her. And people like everyone hates her guts. Everyone's going to now look at the vice president closer. No, she's an albatross.
There is that underlying thing that it's like that's also an issue. Yeah. I saw the New York Times published a big thing that said, yeah, they need to get this guy out of there.
Again, where were you in 2022?
Well, it's a big difference between...
They didn't endorse him in 2020.
Yeah, they didn't endorse him.
Who did they endorse?
Trump.
Yep. They endorsed Amy Klobuchar.
Klobuchar, yeah.
Klobuchar.
But that's mainly because she had that really funny joke about
I couldn't get enough of it.
That was a funny one. That was a really funny joke.
It was a funny
But not
joke.
endorsing
She got him
him
with the hair, you know what I mean? That was funny. Amy Klobuchar was hilarious.
Oh, sorry. Not endorsing him among other Democrats is different. For president against Trump, who did they endorse?
Well, I think, no, but this is them. This is technically people not endorsing him as a Democrat to run for president. This is not.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Technically,
yeah.
I get what you're saying, but
that's true.
It's just something that doesn't happen
Right.
often.
Yeah.
But that's what they're pushing for.
I never care what the papers endorse. Who the fuck gives a fuck who the editorial?
I don't know.
The editorial board of the New York Times. Fuck. Who gives a shit?
Well, how do you know what to think?
Who the fuck cares what they think?
Oh.
Like it's so not relevant. Like they made it look like it was a big deal. The editorial. How about this? That's my middle finger. Fuck the editorial board. I don't have an ounce of respect for them through the rest of the year. Who cares? Bunch of people with opinions.
Why isn't anybody calling on Elizabeth Warren to come back?
Pocahontas?
Yeah.
She's probably just having an organically just drinking a beer with her husband. Just like people do. Just being a regular person. Like, hey, I just like when I'm drinking a beer on Instagram Live. I'm just regular.
This is just me and my beer.
And it's weird because she hasn't been on Instagram Live since she stopped running for president, right?
No.
That's
odd. I haven't seen her drinking a beer since.
That's very strange. Oh, well.
She likes to drink beer. Chuck Schumer likes to grill, hamburgers with cheese already on them. They're just all normal people.
Isn't it so great when they can't just figure out normal person things?
They're all normal.
What life do you lead, and why are you trying to pretend you don't?
I love when it's so bad that they have to delete it. Like, he deleted that photo.
He did?
Yeah, because everyone was like, you don't put the cheese on when the burger's still raw.
Did they dunk on him?
Oh, is the burger raw when the cheese was on it?
Yeah, he posted some like what?
Oh my god!
I mean, there's always some asshole that finds it.
It was their like Memorial Day tweet, and everybody's like, "That's not when you put the cheese on. The burger hasn't even been cooked yet."
Oh my god!
Let me see it. Could you blow that up? I'm old, Troy. I can't see for shit.
Do you know if you turn around, you'll
God,
see.
I see it. I see it.
Do you know
that's so embarrassing?
how burnt and caked on that cheese would be?
Because you'd have to put the cheese on the grill. Somebody circles it.
Yeah, he deleted that.
He said, "Put cheese on one of them."
Yeah. Or Chuck probably did. They're probably like, we don't really need cheese. He's like, oh, it looks better.
Yeah, it looks better.
I think Kathy Hochul had like a grill tweet that she deleted last year.
No.
Too. Yeah, because none of them are. They're all so.
And that's fine. Don't grill.
Inauthentic.
I don't care if she grills.
Yeah, I don't care if she's not a grill master.
Absolutely. I can't picture Hitler throwing a pizza thing up in the air. Throwing dough. Who cares?
Here she is. It's annoying.
Yeah, these posts.
That one I can't.
What is
I
she
can't
doing?
rag on you for it, Troy. Unfortunately.
Oh yeah, it was a great day for barbecue. Yeah, there it is.
The way she's holding
What
it.
the hell are you talking
That's
about?
a raw burger.
Is that raw?
It's extremely raw. I can see it because I'm right up close to it, Jim. There's not one grill mark on that patty.
Well, it could be that she's about to put it on the grill.
But why is it
Other
on
people said that hot dogs don't go on the top. That's where you toast the buns.
Oh,
my
God. And
God.
plus, by the way, the way she is holding it, she's holding it the way like if she found a bag of dog shit on her front lawn.
Yeah, look
the
at
way
the-
you'd hold it out and away from you.
She's pinching it. There's like she's wearing. That's not an apron on it. She's wearing all white.
The
Not
grill marks
one-
are the only parts of the meat that look like they've actually been cooked.
Yeah, and there's no grill mark on the patty that she's holding. Yeah, this is not a real
Stop
thing.
trying to be just like everyone.
Yeah, you're not like everyone else. You have people who do this for you. That's fine. Look at the size of your property.
Who holds a spatula that way?
No
Not
one
to
does.
mention grills burgers with a white dress on. It's true. You'd have burger juice all over your frock.
Hey, Aunt Kathy, can we have a burger? Sure, let me get it for you. I mean,
Photo of her. Try to scroll back down of her at McDonald's. Twitter's the best.
That's really funny. That is funny.
Yes. I mean,
They not like us.
they
They're
not
just like us.
They not like us.
Jeez.
It's so
Somebody
great.
caught it.
Oh yeah. Oh, they caught it immediately.
They look at it. People just like they're gonna find it.
We're gonna get you
Yeah.
because it's so
obvious.
and it's so condescending.
Because it's so not needed.
Right.
Like just get a burger that's been cooked and go stand by it.
They lower themselves so that because they think we're dumb.
I'm not grilling.
And they'll think that they'll see me grilling a raw hamburger with a piece of cheese on it and go, I must vote for him.
Talking down to people.
Or they
It
think
is.
that if they grill, that we'll connect with them. And it's
Right.
like, I don't connect with you because you grill. I don't grill. I don't give a fuck if you grill.
Or they're just a regular person like me.
Yeah, if somebody goes, I'm
they
going to
get-
lower taxes, and they're standing on a pile of children's bodies, I'm voting for that person.
Right.
I don't care about any of the shit.
Right. Right. Yeah, can I keep some more money?
Exactly.
Okay.
Are you going to protect the border and then lower my taxes and then not try to police how I live my personal life? You got me.
Okay,
I'm
but
good.
how are you as a grill master? Also, what's your golf handicap?
I mean, I just don't care about any of it.
It's great. It's so fun. It's totally broken. There's no coming back.
Well, I mean, if they're taking him out and replacing him with someone else.
Dan Jones said,
huge.
what did you just say?
Mike in Florida. I didn't know this.
What's up, Mike?
Hey, what's up, boys?
Hey, buddy.
Well, I was real quick though. Have you ever seen the video of Trump when he was in Chick-fil-A?
No.
Oh, is that when he
God.
orders
So
like?
This is why I think people like Trump, because he's kind of tries to do that stuff, but he's still an asshole. But it's funny. Like he walked into an Atlanta Chick-fil-A and was like, I don't know, I want 30 milkshakes and some chicken to like all these people. So like that stupid disingenuous shit with the grill and Schumer, it just comes off fake and stupid. He manages to do it, and it's actually kind of funny and endearing.
Right, whereas they come off it maybe a little too
phony baloney.
Yeah.
Like this
little phony.
Like this is how he would talk in a Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
I want 30 milkshakes
Correct,
and some
yeah.
chicken. Like that, of course that's what he would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just good stuff. But in any event, you got to check out the Pelosi clip. She was on the Sunday talk shows yesterday, and she was actually accusing Trump of being the one that has dementia, not Biden. It's Trump that's got the dementia, and everybody else is crazy for thinking anything differently.
Well, I was listening to some of the top political strategists, and they said one of the great things you can do is play a game that in Washington they call "I know you are, but what am I?" And that usually works.
I mean, it's basically exactly what they're doing. It's fucking insanity.
It's
that
crazy.
They've been lying directly to everybody's face for the last 3 years and are now going, well, let's just accuse the other guy.
Well, she's a true pile of shit.
Thank you,
Nancy
Mike.
Pelosi. Thanks, Mike.
What's that based on?
I like the fact. I mean, her husband likes to party in his underpants with a guy with a hammer.
So you mean you're mad?
Sex parties?
You're mad because he wears underpants and you do not?
I don't. No, I don't. He likes to drink liquor, drive quickly.
Yeah?
Yeah. She's just the worst.
Do I hear this?
Sure.
But this is an opportunity for Joe Biden to go out there and show he has the stamina and the rest. And by the way,
he had that
while
opportunity
the press, and for
failed.
some reason they don't, there are healthcare professionals who think that Trump has dementia, that his connection, his thoughts do not go together. And while he may be saying we're enablers, we see Joe Biden up close. We know how attuned he is to the issues, how informed he is.
By the way, another selfish little bitch that won't just walk away in her 80s.
I have to ask you a question, Jim, and apply
Sure.
your expertise
Okay.
to this. Do you think those are her teeth? Or do you think they're dentures?
I mean, I think it's like a mouth guard she sleeps with.
She's fighting to keep those bad boys
I hope
in.
they fucking tumble out.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yeah. Just these old fucks that won't get out and walk away. You're not needed anymore.
They're doing it for us.
Oh.
They're doing it for us and to preserve democracy.
And they shouldn't be allowed to buy stock, or their family shouldn't be allowed to buy stock while they're in office.
I think that's not related.
Isn't it gross? They can just buy stock.
Well, they end up. It's just. I mean, it's great because the elected officials end up getting extremely wealthy.
Matt Gaetz is the one guy who at least I like that he's mentioning that.
He's the one who
guy
looks
in
like
Florida.
Beavis.
In Florida? No, he's not bad looking, dude. He's regular looking.
It kind of does.
He looks like Beavis.
Yeah,
right?
Maybe a little bit, yeah. But I mean, I like that he's at least talking about that.
Yeah, he totally looks like.
You like Matt?
Okay.
No, yes and no. There's certain things I like. I like that he wants one issue votes. I like that a lot. I don't necessarily think that one person should be able to bring up a motion to get rid of the Speaker of the House. It's just too much conflict when one guy doesn't like you. So yeah, I kind of like him and then I don't like him. It goes from, I think, issue to issue.
Who's that punk musician that had an alter ego in the 80s that was in the movie Scrooged?
Punk musician?
Yeah. He was in New York Dolls, I think, and then...
David Johansen.
Yeah, and who did he become?
Buster Poindexter.
Buster Poindexter.
Matt Gaetz looks like Buster Poindexter, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Is it Matt Gaetz? Is Gaetz how you say it? Yeah,
I think
guess
Gaetz,
so. G-A-E.
right? Yeah, he looks like Buster Poindexter.
Yep.
That's a good call.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
I didn't realize he
I'm
was...
glad you helped me get there, too.
I didn't realize he was in the New York Dolls. I don't know much about them.
Matt Gaetz, he was not.
Matt Gaetz is... Yeah, he's...
David Johansen.
David Johansen
Yes.
was, and then he created this character and reinvented himself.
And then he did in the 80s, his big hit was that Hot, Hot, Hot.
Feeling
that
hot.
was going to be a great band and promote them.
Yeah, he was a publisher, consultant, producer, manager.
Is it funny he got a show? Like somebody said, who should have the show?
He probably developed the show himself.
There you go, maybe.
Yeah.
But no one said like, we'd love to put this on, but not with you.
Yo, let's get a host for it.
Can
No,
you-
I'll be the host.
Can you show a minute of Don Kirshner introducing somebody? Because he is like, you see him, you're like, yeah, this guy's electric.
Yeah.
This guy's electric.
Kind of like in the same way Ace Rothstein was.
Ace Rothstein was very electric.
He was.
He certainly was. All right, let's just see if they show him
He
introing.
was on for a while.
Wait, when? From when to when?
Looks like it ended in 81, the year MTV launched.
Oh, wow.
It started in 73.
All right, you're on.
And it was just they played rock concerts?
They just showed bands playing live. Yeah.
You don't think they should show musical performances on TV, Jordan?
No, I've never seen a show that's just straight up that.
Yeah, I don't think it was the same band for the whole thing. I think
Okay.
they would show different bands.
It was a different time.
Yeah, sure. You didn't see this. You couldn't see this stuff anywhere.
They would do Top of the Pops in Britain.
That's a British show, yeah.
That lasted
That was
forever.
a huge show. Everyone was on that show. Everyone. I think Sabbath did it, the Stones.
I mean, but that lasted
Marianne Faithfull. Oh, I mean, it was forever.
I mean, it was into the TRL era. Like,
Yeah,
it was
through the 80s or 90s.
Yeah, definitely through the 90s, yeah.
Because you just couldn't see this stuff anywhere. Live concert footage, you'd hear it on bootleg cassettes, but there was nowhere to see it.
Especially before music videos.
100%.
Welcome to another fine evening of rock and roll on Don Kirshner's Rock Concert with tonight's special guest, the captain, Antonio.
That's sick.
Tavares, and your host, Don Kirshner.
Few musicians play the organ as well as Daryl Dragon. Two interesting sidelights about Daryl and his wife, Tony, are that they're strict vegetarians and they're crazy about their two English bulldogs. After their first record, which they produced
sounds like a
themselves,
porn
became
vibe.
a local hit in Los Angeles, the Captain and Tennille was signed by A&M Records, where once again their first song, Love Will Keep Us Together, written by Neil Sedaka and Howard
the
Greenfield,
open
became-
shirt.
With the
Is it
giant
crazy?
lapels.
I loved this show as a kid, but not, again, only when Kiss was on.
And he's just got no charisma.
Zero. It's zero.
A lot of people don't know this, but the captain and Tennille, they're vegetarians. They have a strict vegetarian diet.
It's literally like watching a typewriter talk.
They're going to be performing, but before they perform, they're going to have some lunch, and it's probably no meat because of their strict vegetarian diet.
And this is not very commonly known, but their house was used for many porno shoots. After they lived there, they would use this for many porno shoots, adult films, not to be shown to people under 18.
When Yobink says no, also Champion says yes.
Yes. I'm not lying.
Yeah, Don Kirshner is a legend. He rules.
He was a legend then. Yeah, he was. There was him. I mean, it was American Bandstand. They never played what I wanted. But there was this, and there was the other one, Midnight Special, I think. There was another one.
Midnight Special was a big one.
That would
Midnight
occasionally
Special, I
play
know.
concerts and concert footage. But Don Kirshner was the only place I had a shot at seeing
Yeah.
Kiss.
Yeah, Midnight Special had some iconic
I've never heard of it.
show. Oh, really? Yeah.
I've heard of Today's Special.
No, Midnight Special.
Midnight Special.
That was with a mannequin who came to life. It was on Nickelodeon.
I've heard of the movie Mannequin.
Hey, now we're getting somewhere.
Okay.
Only a couple more things to Kevin Bacon.
That's right. That's right. Or, as we play it, John Lithgow. I mean,
boo.
Yeah, I'm not even going to try to think of who I was thinking of.
Yeah, John Larroquette. And
John,
he just
John Larroquette.
called him Lithgow.
Yeah,
he has
you
an
know
L.
it. John Larroquette was it.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I never heard of this.
Midnight Special? Yeah.
First of all, Travis thought I was talking about Jeff Goldblum, so he's also an idiot. Sean in Connecticut.
What? Whoa.
Bunch of idiots in the room.
Hey,
When-
Scene.
When Dave Johansen was Buster Poindexter.
John Larroquette. Oh, John, stupid.
Yes.
Not you,
sorry,
Sean.
can you hear me?
Yeah, no, I was just calling Travis stupid while you were talking.
Stupid, we haven't heard his
You're stupid, Travis. Not you, Sean.
Okay,
Shut up,
so
stupid.
He was.
Not you, Sean. Shut up, stupid. Shut up. Not you, Sean.
Go ahead, Sean. What do you got?
So when he was Buster Poindexter, he was a regular on Saturday Night Live. He would be a musical guest, and they were always putting him on late in the show. And he, at one point, was so upset about being put on late in the show that he actually stopped at one point and begged the audience to call Saturday Night Live and had them put him on earlier in the show so more people could see him.
Did he really? He wasn't kidding?
Yes. No.
That was before you.
I mean,
yeah, you
it
couldn't
was-
tell people to tweet. It was like literally like
Oh, yeah.
call your
Pick up the
local
phone.
affiliate.
Call the phone banks, phone
Yeah.
screeners.
It was pitiful. He actually stopped. He was sitting there, and he was like pitifully begging the audience to call so he could be on earlier, because he would be on like once a month as like a fill-in musical guest.
And he's so greedy, he wants the better time slot when you're on once a month?
Wants to get on a little
I
earlier.
mean, just the fact that it was almost like he was the house performer, and like they were throwing him a bone at least once a month. But he didn't like the fact that he was on late in the show. So he, like I said, he begged the audience to call Saturday Night Live and have him put on earlier in the show.
I get it. Who's still watching at 12:30?
I mean, he's just...
Thank you, Sean.
Thank you. Hot.
All right.
Hot.
You're just mad about the song.
I loathe it. That and Wooly Bully.
You don't like Wooly Bully?
Despise.
What's not to like about that?
Is this the moment or no?
No, this is just him on Saturday Night Live.
Just
Baby, it's cold outside.
Fabulous martinis. You know I make the best martinis.
With Sigourney Weaver?
You know I make the best martinis. Who's entertained by this?
There's an irony to it.
Yeah. He's like a punk rock legend, and he's being like a crooner.
Right.
Baby, it's cold outside.
The evening has been
so
Too good.
Is that
There's
Sigourney
gotta
Weaver?
be a way. Yeah.
I'll hold your hands. They're just like
My
ice.
mother will start to worry.
Beautiful, please don't hurry.
Father will be
This is atrocious.
It is.
It's not entertaining at all.
Sigourney's sexy, though.
She is fucking sexy. That nice muff bulge in fucking Aliens.
I love a good muff bulge.
Me and you both, Troy.
Baby, it's bad out there.
Say what's in this drink?
No
She can sing.
be hide out there.
I wish I knew how.
Your eyes are like stars.
I think
Your
that the
eyes are like stars. Ugh.
It is funny that like
Hideous.
everybody thinks that every season of SNL is like, oh man, this show used to be funny, but not anymore. That's what happens when you watch best of DVDs. Like when you just see the very best skits, you think that all the other seasons were tremendous, and this season you're watching now is hideous.
And I love all the fucking people being so mad at that song when basically the guy was asking for permission
No,
to
bro,
stay.
she was trying to leave.
Baby, it's cold.
I'm trying to go, and he's like, nah.
He didn't make her stay.
Wow, he's really trying to convince her. He's using his power. There's a power dynamic.
Oh, see. Thank you for
An
explaining
unspoken power dynamic.
that. Oh, I guess. Because men are smarter and better.
It was a kidnapping situation, I think.
She was held against her will.
Yeah.
Who's on the phone?
I don't know. A listener?
I literally thought that was your phone.
It's
Travis.
allowed. It's very.
No, Travis is holding his phone.
Yeah, no, I got
And
what you
thought
were
he was
doing.
playing a video.
The rec-
Oh, no. That's just.
The receiver's very loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
Baby, it's cold outside.
She's like, I want to go home.
Can I please go home? He said, absolutely not.
No, we're going to rape now.
That's what he's saying, you think?
Yeah.
Oof, that's
Yeah,
rough.
raping time.
Time to rape.
That's rough.
That guy was loud.
Yep.
Do you like Buster Poindexter?
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of him. I really like that performance on SNL.
It was good, right?
Yeah, so much. No, it was nothing.
Nothing.
Sigourney,
nothing.
Sigourney
Nothing.
carried it. Sigourney carried it. That's what I got from that.
He's a legend, though.
That's Buster Poindexter, dude. What do you mean it was
She
nothing?
did carry it.
David Johansen.
David Johansen from the
I
nothing?
like David Johansen. I don't like Buster Poindexter.
I think you're just trying to get in Norton's good
Scarlett's
graces.
uncle. Yeah.
Which one we take a break?
I just get such a kick out of like truly unfunny people in life.
Yeah. It's
Like,
funny.
they're, like, and I'm not thinking of anybody here. I think I just love legitimately unfunny people. They're so
But
frustrated. Like just watching them clumsily bump into the wall every time.
Right. It's the attempt.
Dude, it's the desire. It's almost like they see funny people like through glass,
right,
or across the room, and they just can't cross that threshold.
Because when you want to be an athlete, you know you can't be an athlete. When you want to, it's like, oh man, all I want to do is, play football. But either because of your size, because of your speed, because you've played football, you know when you're not an elite athlete. But there's something about seeing people be funny that you don't understand. You don't understand what that thing is. You can talk too.
Yeah. And
it just doesn't appear.
No, watching people try to figure out the formula.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is what it is, and it's just not.
It's not.
I do get a kick out of that.
Right. You can't just repeat the thing that somebody else said.
Can you go to my site before we go? Because I want to just plug my...
Or just continuously reference Scarlett Johansson because a Johansson came up. It's not funny.
Baby, it's cold. Come over here. Vic Theater, July 12th is canceled. Again, there's a family thing that cannot be avoided. July 25th, San Diego. 26th, Tempe, Arizona. So I get to happily go to Mercury and do a show in July like a blithering fucking idiot.
Oh, wow.
September 6, 7, Billings in Bozeman, Montana. Skankfest in September. October 4, 5, Tampa. And what is that? And then, I forgot. Richmond, Virginia has been added for November 2nd. Okay, yeah, whatever. October is Tampa. Well, whatever. Just go to JimNorton.com if you want to see me. I got a bunch of dates being added. In Chicago, I think we're going to add in December. Another shit move.
But it'll be fun nonetheless. Don't forget, August 1st, that's a Thursday, I'll be at Hilarities in Cleveland for a Not Sam Wrestling show, which I mentioned a little while back. So go and join me on Thursday, August 1st. That's the Thursday before SummerSlam in Cleveland for a live show. It'll be fabulous.
What do we fly?
We'll figure that out, I guess.
I would fly.
Sam likes to drive.
First class.
I mean, I'll probably drive.
All right, so you guys will just meet each other there.
I'll
stop in for a steamer.
Because we're in Cleveland, you mean? You can go to notsam.com. There's a ticket link right there. We'll be right back.
This is old school radio. Jim and Sam. You got some big testicles to pull this off, bro. Back after this.
The Bennington Show, weekdays at noon in the East on Faction Talk 103.
There was a terrible Broadway play based on Rocky, right? So, I'll just pick out a song. I got two turtles, Cuff and Link. This is my house. My house just stinks.
His house stinks. The Bennington Show on Faction Talk 103, weekdays at noon Eastern and anytime on demand.
Up front tonight, the breaking news.
Stay informed and engaged.
The strands of...
You're right. That is the owner of a small business. Bob, like many business owners today, worries not only about his own family, but his employees' families as well. These days, cash flow is always on his mind. And right now, he needs help, and he needs it fast. The clock is ticking, and he needs funding for new equipment, working capital, or even some expansion. With lending from banks hard to come by, Bob has to think outside the box. Bob discovers Swish Funding, the small business funding platform helping thousands of business owners acquire funding in as little as 24 hours. Whether you need $25,000 or even $2 million, our process takes just minutes. To qualify, you must be in business at least 1 year with monthly revenue of at least $25,000. Swish Funding, helping small businesses like Bob's and yours. Apply today at swishradio.com. That's SWISH radio.com. Terms and conditions apply. Visit swishfunding.com for more details.
Is your prostate secretly being destroyed without you knowing it? All the ads for these prostate pills like Super Beta Prostate, Saw Palmetto, ProstaStream, Prostagenics, and others want to know which pills work and which are garbage? Now you can. Get a free copy of the new guide, Prostate Secrets, that pulls back the curtain on the prostate pill industry. Learn what is really in these pills. Which pill has over 987 adverse event reports filed against it with the FDA? It's shocking. Learn the one food to avoid that is a prostate killer, and discover the 3 so-called health foods that destroy your prostate. Get your free copy at prostatesecrets.com. That's prostatesecrets.com. This free guide will show you how to end your prostate problems without drugs or surgery, 5 important things to do to protect your prostate, and much more. Warning, this guide is controversial and may be offensive to some readers as it pulls no punches. So go to prostatesecrets.com, prostatesecrets.com. That's prostatesecrets.com.
You flew the trap on 6. You birdied 12 thing. Show.
East and west. I
would like to have a little conversation with you. It's about that mattress of yours. It's time to say au revoir. Pillow top, dual coils, and the edge support I so much require. And all the hips.
Sponsored by BetterHelp. Everybody's on social media. Part of the problem with that is you see everyone else living this great life. You compare your so you can start living your and suited to your schedule. Fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a life.
Every day, Bob wakes up at 5 a.m. He needs it fast. Owners acquire fund, helping small businesses like Bob's and yours.
Got you jitters with the up, down.
What are the rules?
And who knows? Your first route could lead you down the road to romance.
You don't even have to get on a truck to walk. And you win one of those great
that you're enrolled.
Bobby, and the is what it is.
Yeah.
Plus, we got to pay Grimace all that money.
Yeah. I hope Vito got a raise for that.
Vito brought the Grimace in, right? That's his homie?
Yeah, that's his homie.
That's what I had heard.
Him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Caught the first pitch. I saw that video.
Oh,
I was like, I know that guy.
Wait.
I mean, the ball.
He didn't catch the first pitch. He was throwing the first pitch, and he did end up retrieving it.
The ball got to him. Yeah.
Yeah. And that was not a bad pitch by the Grimace.
Why you gotta?
Well, because you said he caught the first pitch, which
yeah,
I did not. That's not exactly. I saw Vito.
There he is.
See, there he is, and no, because he didn't even catch it after the bounce.
He was probably nervous.
Who is that?
That's Vito.
Oh,
the old.
That's Grimace.
Our old pal.
No, I know who Grimace is.
That's the Grimace.
Never been a big fan of Grimace.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Vito.
Like Vito.
Grimace's milkshakes were
a great twist.
murdering people a couple summers ago.
That's right,
yeah, I do like that.
Yeah.
But I like that the Grimace looks like a butt plug.
He does, and that's what he's supposed to be, I think.
Sure he is. Big purple butt plug.
I think that's right. Yeah, the Mets fans are real happy because the Grimace has brought them out of a funk.
Oh, good. I'm glad the Metropolitans and the Grimace are together. That's a fun combination.
But I do wonder because, I guess the Grimace threw out.
See, they're 12-3 since the Grimace threw out that pitch.
Right. And they went on a streak for a while, didn't they? A win streak.
Oh yeah, they won like 5 or 6 straight.
That's what
games.
I thought. Yeah. But and then and they've only lost a few. So Mets fans are crediting the Grimace with that success.
However, they were terrible before that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
However, I do wonder if the spirit of Bobby Bonilla Day will haunt them and knock them back down.
I just despise sports.
That's not cool.
Not sports like jinxing and these superstitious idiots. Yeah, they gotta do this, and my team won't do well.
Why, you don't like it because it's fun?
It's not fun.
Everyone's having fun with Grimace.
Yeah, fuck him.
It just happened It just happened.
I just tried to take a shit downstairs, and there was a woman cleaning the bathroom, and I had to stand outside and wait to go in and try to take a shit, and then she leaves the bathroom door open, and then a minute later, as I'm sitting on the bowl, I fucking see the duster thing.
She's still cleaning.
She's dusting the outside of the door.
Well, there's 3.
Can you fucking beat it?
Or just go to another bathroom, dude.
No, I like
bathrooms.
There's multiple bathrooms.
And there's actually genderless bathrooms, too.
Yeah, there is.
There's a genderless bathroom.
I didn't know that.
Of course.
The reality was it upstairs?
Yeah. I'll show it to you later. You can have your own private area.
Yeah, you can poo in private.
Yeah.
I don't know, but fine. But everyone probably uses it.
No.
I think just Mike Montone.
I don't like the fucking lady in there. I'd like to see the feathered duster coming under the stall door.
Maybe she has a fetish.
Yeah. And by the way, it is.
I'm trying to shit with a heart on.
Maybe she's signaling.
It is.
Yeah, I'm so dumb I didn't pick it up.
It is very Jim Norton to complain about the woman who's cleaning his bathroom.
Yeah. I didn't like it. Trying to take a dump. I don't like a woman knowing I'm taking a dump.
All you have to do is go upstairs to either 36 or 37, and you can use that bathroom.
No, but I was already there. I didn't feel like going. I just happened to go down.
And she probably loves cleaning toilets, especially after people like you use them.
I didn't shit. It was. I guarantee I left, and she's probably like, "This guy takes great shit. They don't smell."
Nothing came out.
Nothing.
So you didn't even go?
No, I sat on the bowl for a few minutes. You didn't play Mike Montone's thing, did you?
Mike Montone's thing?
Didn't every Monday we play that?
We play that at the beginning of the show now, leading into the show.
Oh, I didn't. Why?
Just to get new ears on it.
Oh, okay.
Well,
yeah.
I don't know idea.
All right, Sam, get whatever you need.
I
to
didn't
get
know
out
that
now
because we usually have a longer break Monday. Monday's usually a longer break. The first break.
I just can't imagine at 55 years old still having to sit down and try. You know what I mean? Like it's like when you're a kid. Like I said, like the kids. Well, try. Well, but I mean, the idea of like,
you better try before we leave.
I better sit down and try.
Because we're on a schedule. We're going to talk for an hour and 20 minutes. And then another hour, maybe I can shit again. But then from here, I go directly to the gym. And, there's a guy fucking...
He'll squeeze it out of you.
I've had to shit during... It's the worst.
Do you ever shit your pants in jiu-jitsu?
No, it's never been that bad. But
that'd be awesome.
You feel a little bit like, all right, we got 5 minutes left. But
leave a grimace stain on your gi.
That would be very embarrassing.
Oh, yeah.
What'd you call it?
Gi?
Oh, you did say it. Okay.
Yeah.
I think you called it a key.
No, that would be embarrassing.
I'm going to eat while we do this, but I'll cover the thing.
Okay, but I mean, you criticize Rich Voss for it.
Yes, because he's stupid.
I forgot about that. Okay. All right. No, that's fair. Yeah. So, I mean, not only as Mets fans celebrate the grimace bringing them good fortune, it is also a tough day to be a Mets fan, I was saying, because it's Bobby Bonilla Day. Today's the day he gets his $1.2 million.
Good for him.
And he's got another 11 years. It's just a long time of getting $1.2 million every year.
I love it.
It's got to be nice. You have no obligation. You're just sitting at home. You don't have to wake up and do anything. You just know you can spend recklessly.
How smart of him.
Within reason.
How smart of him or his agent to have structured this deal for years to come.
Yeah. Well, we can't afford that this season. That's okay. That's okay. Can you afford that over the next 20, 30 years? I'd be buying all kinds of fun gifts every year. I'd start the summer with a fun gift, knowing another 1.2 was headed my way.
No need to worry.
No need to worry. I'm about to get flush once more. Expensive gifts, too.
And he also made a lot of money.
Of course he made a lot of money. This is just a bonus. Yeah. It has, as Travis was saying, it has become a more regular thing that you see now. But Bobby was the first. And it's
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if he was the first, but he's
the most famous.
Famous, absolutely.
I think that also...
Now it just happens.
Carl Yastrzemski still gets $1.75 a year.
I think it also becomes more famous because it's the Mets.
It's the Mets, and it was funny that, the Mets are so bad, and we've got to pay this guy that's not even on the team.
Right.
And there was a time where, he was, owed more than a lot of their players that were...
Sure.
So, yeah.
Sure.
I mean, things are always funnier when it's the Mets.
People love dunking on the Mets.
Yeah. Dunking on the Mets.
It's one of the great joys that people get. And Mets fans don't like it. They don't like when their team gets dunked on at all.
No.
Which makes it even funnier.
Well, yeah, because when somebody doesn't like something, you tend to just keep doing it.
Well, because they get in their feelings about it. And it's funny to watch them get all emo. Congrats to Bobby.
Good for him.
Just hanging out. He doesn't have to worry about a thing.
I want that deal is serious.
Well, you're not worth that money now or in the future.
That's kind of what they say.
Is that the counterpoint?
Yeah.
Greg in Somerset.
Do you need a coffee, James?
Hey.
Coffee, James? Where were you all weekend? Where were you all weekend?
Can I hang up?
You were supposed to call me. You were supposed to call me.
Can I hang up?
I knew he would.
What was that? Okay, you just thought it would be funny. Wait, is that the bell that's going off on the 50th Street subway station?
I hear it's nonstop.
Like there's some bell ringing on the 50th Street subway station that nobody knows what it is, right?
Can we hear it?
Maybe it's like guerrilla marketing for a new CW show.
That's true. Hey, what if we just I'll just hang out in the 50th Street subway station going tinkle-linka-linka, tinkle-linka-linka.
For what, a couple hours?
No.
Do it for 2 weeks. I'll give a little tinkling at a bell.
Yeah. You think I could get the PA? No? All right. Your loss. A mysterious bell.
People are going to come in and go, hey, Mr. Conductor, there's a bell ringing. And the conductor will go, yeah, well, all will be told on the CW.
CW. Then he finds out that you mean the CW app. It's on the app.
The app's the best.
App's better. It's the future.
Everyone's got a phone.
Yeah, that's true.
You can do carry your TV.
Sorry. Let's get that cleared up.
Yeah, is there audio of it?
I'm looking for the audio. I see lots of articles on it, but I'm looking for the audio.
In the New York Post, there's a video.
You can turn your mic off, Jim. Everybody can hear your crinkle-linkle-linkin.
I can't help it. I'm trying.
Oh.
It's not like anything else is going on.
Yeah, you should not be critical of anybody. Is it like a ding-ding bell, or is it like an alarm bell that just won't stop?
Yeah, it's like a constant thing that you can only hear from like a specific part of the subway station.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Ghost train.
I don't know if it's a ghost train. I don't know if this is a Ghostbusters 2 situation.
Do you think it's a haunting of some sort? A haunting in New York?
Oh, it could be a haunting.
Could be a haunting.
There was a UFO at Red Rock, they said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
12 people saw it.
Is there video?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, I mean, is there?
I didn't see any video.
Of course not.
Are you a Town Square guy?
12 people. See Starlink in the sky.
You think it's just Starlink?
And nobody had cameras?
None of them have cameras.
Oh, they were cleaning up.
How does nobody pull out their phone?
It was workers at Red Rock.
They don't have phones?
Maybe they got to put them in those pouches.
They might have to put them in pouches.
Yeah. See? Now you get it.
Yeah. Maybe they're not allowed.
They all saw it, though.
Maybe they're not allowed to, because it'll be company secrets. They're not allowed to have their phones when they're cleaning up.
What kind of company secrets do you think they got at Red Rocks?
The mysteries of the
How
rock.
do you make the amphitheater look so beautiful?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. They don't want anybody to know.
I would love to see a show there.
Yeah, it looks awesome. Every photo I've ever seen of it looks amazing.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Where is it? In
Colorado.
Colorado.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said that there were like 12 people who all said they saw some kind of unidentified flying object above Red Rocks in the night sky, is what they said.
Hovering.
A dozen employees at the Red Rocks Amphitheater claim they saw a strange object light up the Colorado sky earlier this month, according to the National UFO Reporting Center. The observers, who said they work for the Morrison, Colorado venue, described a dark metallic disc, a flying saucer, if you will, that appeared north of the amphitheater at around 1 a.m. on June the 5th. The center reported the object appeared to be several hundred feet long and hovered in place for 30 seconds before heading east, about 5 to 10 miles per hour, and then vanishing, according to a report the center posted. Quote, one of our coworkers suddenly said to us, "Hey, what is that over there? It looks like a spaceship." We all turned. They really do weave a tail. We all turned to look in the direction he was pointing. And sure enough, there was a UFO hovering, an observer said in the report. We all kept asking each other, are you seeing this too? That's what I would ask.
You're not, where's your phone? Or why aren't we taking video? Not that it would matter. They never come out.
Maybe they were in such awe.
Just take a photo. Just take your video out.
What about the awe?
Every time I see my cat doing something cute, I'm like, whoop, photo.
That's probably not that often.
How do you reach your phone around like that?
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said it.
So how do you reach your phone around?
What are you doing back there? Let me get a photo.
Whenever I feel that sandpaper tongue splitting the hairs back there.
What the hell?
How many photos are there of a tailbone and the top of a cat's head?
That's disgusting.
I don't know why I share with you guys.
Just why do you do that?
Just a little tailbone.
No, that's not what I mean.
Oh, you're disgusting.
And the two cat ears and the little half of his head. Oh. Can't even see his eyes.
He's gross. Travis. Disgusting.
One paw on the hip.
Not on his
Keep him
hip.
from running away.
He pins him down?
Yeah, he's got the claws in case
The cat
Travis has to
pins-
pull away.
Travis, you got boy cat?
No.
Yeah, right.
I can prove it.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's wrong with him, huh?
He's first got to give his cat a morning after pill.
Guys.
Puts it in some tuna.
Yeah. Troy, that's not cool, right?
What are you talking about? What you do is not cool. You're disgusting.
No. She's a good kitty.
Ew. Ugh.
You guys are gross.
You're gross, dude. Ugh.
Talk about a UFO.
I think it's real. Yeah. You seeing this too? That's what I would say.
Hey, who else is seeing this right now?
Oh, what is it? A UFO?
Were you the aliens that are here for the picture?
No, look at that. No mistaking, it says. No mistaking what this was. Alien. We all watched it vanish. Dozens reported. Dozens? I thought it was a dozen.
I thought it was a dozen as well.
Red Rocks. Well, is it only there, or is there other people in the town that saw it?
No,
or
I
is that
think
kind of an isolated venue?
The only report.
It's pretty isolated.
The only report that I saw was from the employees of Red Rock, and it was around 1 a.m. too. So it's not like there's a
right on a Sunday night.
Yeah, most people are in bed by then, I would hope.
Yeah, I was. I tugged for a minute and just couldn't even get into it.
You don't have to share everything.
You know, I didn't make a comer.
I wasn't going to ask, but I guess I'm glad I know.
Oh, I see what happened.
What happened?
Once more people started to notice the UFO, the craft tipped and faded away and vanished. In the
Sure, you think it knows? You think it knows when it's being observed?
Uh-huh.
Whoa!
Yeah. Like, you know how you can kind of feel like when like somebody's looking at you?
I always feel like somebody's watching me.
Yeah.
I have no privacy.
Their shades go up. You're like, wait a minute.
That's
you ever
right.
go peep in the windows when you were a kid?
No, dude.
I did.
No,
I
wasn't.
Did a few times when I was like 13,
guess what?
14.
I wasn't a pervert. I wasn't a little pervert.
There was a girl in panties. I used to go and try to jerk off under her window.
That's what that Melissa
Not the
Etheridge
girl
song
you
is
stole her
about.
panties.
No, that was next door. I was younger. I was 13, 14.
You're
trying
horny.
Yeah, there was no internet.
You were the neighborhood pervert.
Yeah.
Don't say there was no internet like this is something everybody did.
He's a peeping Tom.
I was, but
Exactly.
it was probably it was a very brief period 'cause it was just too much work.
You were in your briefs.
And I was wearing my clothes and just get behind the bush.
You were such a disgusting kid.
But you couldn't see much. Honestly, being a peeping Tom is so hard. I gave up on it.
Because it's difficult?
There's nothing to see. You don't see anything.
Right.
And you're too paranoid about getting caught.
Right.
There's one
Some
girl.
people give up sports because they're too hard.
It's too hard.
There was one. Yeah, I kind of blew out my knee behind a shrub. There was some girl who would sleep in her underwear. I would look at her ass, but I mean that just never. She'd have to be outside the covers. It was just too risky.
I would have stopped because it's a tremendous violation.
Not when you're 13. You're horny.
No, it's
No,
a
that's
violation
not-
of them.
That's
I
not.
don't know what he meant.
Oh, okay.
It's not a thing that. It's not like, oh yeah, boys will be boys. Every 13-year-old is a peeping Tom.
Yeah, I don't think that's that crazy back then, where you didn't get a chance to see this stuff and just going peeking around like, oh my God, there's a good girl.
So you go to somebody's window and pleasure yourself under it?
I don't know if I came. I was just
like Melissa Etheridge.
Yeah, I was turned
That
on.
song's about it.
Yep.
I think you're just so out of your mind at that age.
You're out of your mind at that age.
No, you. No, like this isn't.
Just full of poison.
Yeah.
It's just distorting your mind.
Yeah.
He did it too.
Yes, he
I
did.
didn't peeping Tom. I did weird shit.
Like what?
I don't believe
Go ahead.
Well, like, I don't know. You're just looking for things to fuck. Like, I remember going through, like, my old toys as a kid and being like, oh, I could fuck this puppet.
What was it a puppet of?
Fucking
Daffy Duck.
Did you really? You fucked a Daffy Duck puppet?
Jim, yes, I did.
You made love to Daffy Duck?
Because you're just like, I just want to stick my penis in anything.
I mean,
So what? The big fucking puppet, like that, like weird dress thing
Yeah,
the
you put
puppets
your
have.
hand in it. You puppet, and I was like, oh, it's an opening. And it's nice inside. It's like cloth.
what happened to you guys?
I'm telling you, you guys just made it out okay.
Yeah.
We didn't.
No, we didn't.
No, yeah, it's true. It's true. You're more empathetic to the peeping Tom.
I mean, when you look at it as an adult, you're like, oh man,
Of course.
that's a little creepy. But when you're in that,
a little gets a crime.
it's a
little
crime.
creep.
But when you're a kid
Yeah.
and you're so in this crazy like fog,
I see.
You just want to see it.
you need to see it.
You have to.
You have to.
And you end up having sex with your puppets because you're just
Or like whatever. Like I've told you, like jerking off to the grind. You know what I mean? Like it's just MTV's on. There's half naked
That's a
women.
level I can understand.
Yeah. You went. It's not like self gratification to the show The Grind and
It's not a gateway.
having sex with a puppet.
You never
and
sewed your
peeping
dick
Tom.
in a howdy doody?
All right.
Perfect name for him too. You look at your dick after. Hey.
All right. So Daffy Duck. Who else?
I only remember Daffy Duck. But
you read that Goosebumps book called The Haunted Dummy, and Troy was like, I know what spirit infected that dummy.
But you do all sorts of crazy, weird shit.
You do?
Yeah.
But you see, like, how instead of saying I did, you said you do.
Well,
It's
he's
a way
right, though. I didn't
you're
get
trying to normalize
It is normal, though.
having sex with a Daffy Duck puppet.
That's not something I did, but it's not crazy to put your dick in stuff when you're a young teenager, 12.
It's better than, like, fucking the dog.
Of course it is.
No, why? Nobody's advocating for
I'm
it.
Are you
sure
saying
people
you
have
were doing
tried
that
it?
so you wouldn't?
I'm sure people have done it. I bet you horny kids are like, oh, or people that live on, like, farms.
Yeah.
They fuck sheep.
They say
I know a guy
cow
that fucked
pussy
a
is very
sheep.
cow pussy is very realistic.
Yeah. He was a sick motherfucker.
Sounds like it.
Because he didn't have any puppets?
Ed Gein?
No, he was a twisted motherfucker.
Yeah.
And Troy Jordan is looking at you.
Whatever happened to him? Jordan gets it.
What happened to that guy?
Yeah.
I don't know. He might not be alive.
Oh.
He was.
He makes sweaters for a living.
Jordan, I mean, when stuff like this, what do you think? I mean, Travis and I are looking at Jim and Troy befuddled, but honestly, Troy and Jim are looking at us a little befuddled too. Where do you land?
Oh, I'm with you and Travis on this one.
That's a bummer.
But his generation has porn.
They have the internet.
I have all the porn I want in my
They can see anything at any point. So
they don't go peeping Tom or have sex with puppets.
So, but I'm meaning that you just can look at hardcore porn. If I could look at that stuff when I was 11 or 12 on my phone, I mean, I don't know how I would. I wouldn't have made it here. Exactly.
Yeah, you did.
That was what I had to go through.
Yeah.
But I couldn't just have it at all points. So you'd have to like see in real life asses. But that's why social interactions are so weird because everything's on a screen. So if I had porn all the time, I never would have had to go to someone's house and look.
You would have beat your dick raw.
I would
every
have
day.
I would have ripped a layer off.
Of course. I was beating my dick raw without it.
Yeah.
You were?
Me too.
Yeah.
Dirty boy with shame.
Did you have shame? Or no shame in your game?
I didn't give a fuck.
Good for you, dude. Good for
You know what I mean? You're just a kid trying to figure it out.
Right.
Yeah.
Just you and Daffy Duck.
You and Daffy Duck.
It's not like, did your parents talk to you about sex?
At one point, my dad had the talk, but it was just like a
bullshit talk,
non-issue.
right?
Did you tell him you were you were active by the time you were about 5 years old?
I didn't let him know that. No, I think I kind of kept that under my hat.
That's such a sad thing.
Well, it's not. I was a good boy.
Nope, bad.
Yeah.
It was real bad, real sad.
Someone knew how not to get punched.
Yeah, my parents were like, they just ignored it. Like, oh, we're gonna ignore this, and it's gonna be just fine.
So then your puppet had to talk to you.
That's right. I fucked the puppet.
You did.
I did.
You made love to that puppet.
I did. Yes,
Good
I
for
did.
you. Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. You have to learn.
You have to figure it out somehow.
You do. Jordan, you have any stuffed animals?
Yeah.
Not that I put my dick into.
Okay,
no,
I guess you knew the follow-up question.
Yeah, no.
Which one of your toys would you make love to? Do you ever make love to a Lego man's wig?
Never heard that one. Haven't thought of that.
But you're
you, Jim?
No. It's not beneath me. I just haven't.
Yeah, it hasn't been the specific road you've gone down. That's not to say that road's closed.
No.
You know?
By the way, I told you Kevin Costner's movie was going to tank.
Yeah, it did much better than you thought, right?
I mean, an epic bomb.
Oh.
But I'm not surprised. It looked awful.
Well, I bet the sequel.
Nobody wants to see.
It'll make it up in the sequel.
Who wants to see him with a mustache? Oh, this town, I've been fighting for this town for a long time.
I feel like Kevin.
Enough with that cowboy shit.
Kevin Costner, I don't think he's fully aware of who he's actually making movies for. I read this quote that he said, "I make movies for men. Yeah. That's what I do." Except like, women love Kevin Costner. Like, women love Kevin Costner.
You're not the epitome of man. Who the fuck? Who told him you're the dictionary definition of masculinity that we all aspire to?
Well, women like him because women
He's
like
handsome.
his rugged masculine appeal. But that's not like a man would watch.
His movie looked abysmal.
Horizon?
It looked. We see a moment of it. It looked like an abysmal endeavor.
Oh, that's a terrible way to describe a film.
But it did. It looked awful. Him with the mustache. It's so. Everything has been done already. It's been so overplayed.
Man, and he's got to do another one.
Oh, I'm sure it's
They
shot.
already did it. It's already shot.
That's what I mean, but they got to release it.
It's gonna go right
Yeah,
to
I don't know
video.
what they're gonna do.
It ain't no way. In August, The nerve of this guy to think that we want to see you be a 3-hour cowboy and then go in August, it's about time for the sequel.
We'd love to see more 3-hour cowboyness.
Holy fuck, how delusional do people become?
Maybe
Yellowstone?
The second one's gonna tie it all together.
So Warner Brothers is the distributor?
Yeah.
Do we think the second one just goes straight to Max?
Yes.
You think just straight to Max?
Yep. Well, this town.
It'll be interesting to see how quick Horizon goes to Max. Like
This
the
looks
first one.
so
Probably
bad.
next weekend.
You think next
Yeah,
weekend?
we'll come back from vacation talking about it.
Yeah.
Want to watch this again?
Just a moment of it, not the whole thing. It's too long. But it was just another fucking, the same story, the town, the plains.
Cowboys.
I don't give a fuck.
No?
I'll go watch it.
You're going to watch Horizon?
Sure, why not?
For a lark?
Yeah.
At
I
the
like Kevin
theater?
Costner. I would
He's
go to-
fine, yeah.
Did he play baseball in this one? I like when he plays baseball.
I think he plays baseball in all of it.
3 hours of this shit. The long duster. I hate fucking Cowboys dusters.
You don't like a duster?
No, I don't.
They look cool.
No, they don't.
If I could do a duster, I would.
Unless
I would
you're
rock
walking
a
into a
duster.
high school. And they look fine.
The Duster Mafia was not what we liked. Why doesn't he just make another Bull Durham?
Because he did that already.
He made a
He's done
sequel to
this
Bull
already
Durham?
too.
No, but I mean, like he did that. He did Field of Dreams. Then he did For Love of the Game. People are like, we're good.
Every dumb actor likes to dress like a cowboy.
Didn't
He loves cowboy shit.
But didn't he make another sports movie too, like Something Day?
Draft Day.
Draft Day.
Yeah.
He did that one
People
too.
love Draft Day.
That's what I'm saying. People like when he does sports things.
Yeah.
Like if he did Bull Durham too,
He's a sports movie goat.
people would freak out. Would you go see Bull Durham too?
I'd go see Bull Durham too.
You'd love that.
I feel like they made a Bull Durham too.
Is that true? What if they did Bull Durham 3? Or they should do it like Saw. If it's Halloween, it's Bull Durham.
Oh, there was rumors they were going to do another one,
They should do another one.
but they never did.
Man, there's no need for. No one needs it.
Get him, Susan Sarandon.
Yellowstone was fine, I guess. The first episode bored me. I was done with it.
People love Yellowstone.
No, I know. They don't love this.
Great ensemble.
A great ensemble cast. Yeah, no, they're not big on the Horizon. I wonder if there's resentment because people really would just prefer he does Yellowstone.
Yes, it's almost like this is what I'm leaving Yellowstone for, and they're like, "Fuck you."
I don't support that at all.
Yeah,
I think people are more like, nah, I kind of want to watch like an hour of Yellowstone a week instead of like
3 hours.
3 hours of you without any of the other Yellowstoners.
With a commitment, by the way, because there is a commitment. If you're going to see Horizon, An American Saga, Part 1, there is kind of a commitment that you'll go in August to see Part 2 as well.
It would be like
Nobody's
if-
going just to the first one.
It would be like if Michael Williams had quit the Wire,
right,
and did a movie, a 3-hour movie where Omar goes straight and opens a cell phone store. How nobody would give a fuck or want to see that.
Yeah, but it's really fascinating, the true
Gonna be late
business
for work,
behind
yo.
cell phone stores. Yeah.
I mean, we like you in this. Just do this.
Just do that. And don't tell us you're leaving this thing that we love to go do this. I mean, maybe he thought since
It was so bad. Even the
trailer.
the narration was
the
awful.
narration.
Could you see a moment of it, or Troy or Travis Hurricane play?
It's playing at the Alamo. Maybe I'll go see it.
You get a nice dinner with it?
Yeah, get some nice dinner.
Get some tendies.
Yeah, maybe an unlimited refill soda.
I like to get a popcorn, a soda, and a meal. I get all of it.
Good for you.
The popcorn comes out first, and it's unlimited, but I never finish the whole bowl.
They do have very good Caesar salads there.
They have everything.
do.
Everything's
They
good.
really do.
The
Yeah.
popcorn, they butter it great.
Popcorn's delicious.
It comes in a huge metal bowl.
Kind of feels fancy.
It feels very fancy, and I go, I'm going to get this because it's never ending, but I never finish the whole bowl.
Can we hear a little bit of this? Just buzz into the middle of it. It's so goddamn bad. The fire, running away.
I heard this 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Is get as many of us as I can.
Poor Luke Wilson.
As far as I
He's the
can.
Godfather.
I know, but I was hoping this would be his big comeback.
Those dumb hats. I can't take it on the fucking cowboy hats. The epic journey of America.
I want to see old school.
Hear my boy, Blue! Horses always running through the water.
Horses do
Look
run
at
through
his
the
dumb
water.
fake mustache.
I think it's real.
It's horrendous.
Giovanni Ribisi's.
Was that him?
Like
Line.
him, though.
Might have been good. Terrible line.
Oh, and that's the villain from Stranger Things, from the last season of Stranger.
The morals of an alley cat.
And then he used that again in the
He
rally the next
fucking
day. He loves that
stinks.
line.
malarkey, alley cat. Just shut up.
It's older man slang.
Tell the corn pop story again, you blithering idiot.
Remember that? Corn pops and what do you have? Rusty bottle caps or something?
Maybe if those dopes
didn't they rust their knives back
didn't
then?
kick the fucking RFK out of the party, maybe he could have run. And even though he wouldn't have been all of their ideals, he's not a complete. Maybe if RFK ran as a Democrat, they would have had a real shot at replacing him with. But they just, and they would have gotten people who were like, all right, he's not a complete fucking liberal maniac.
Yeah, but he also talks about worms eating his brain for no reason.
I mean, he does say some dumb shit.
No one asked him about that.
No.
He's the worm guy now.
Worm. Good stuff.
like, what are you talking
Talks like Scooby-Doo.
And his stance on vaccines.
What's that?
His stance on vaccines.
No, I know, but he just doesn't toe the company line. That's what's annoying. So what? Can't you be a Democrat that has your own stance on like?
No,
I guess
well,
not.
I mean, you could, but you're not. The party's not going to elect you.
Yeah. Unless you got worms in your brain.
Now they
And
got
the
this
worms.
guy. Good. I'm
So-
voting RFK. I don't even like half the shit he
I thought
said.
you were talking about Horizon.
No.
That switched quick.
I'm just done with it.
Yeah, we went back to the first hour.
He wouldn't be going to get the mail. The man that kill you, they're going to get the mail for all he's concerned.
I would like to see Doug Abell.
Doug Abell.
Doug Abell. I would like to see.
I'm telling you, I was in Italy. And the guy goes, Doug Abell.
I think Doug Bell could remake Horizon.
Yeah, I think so too.
Doug Bell, I thought always really the end game was to be a Western star.
Dude,
Oh,
I
geez.
go, there was this guy killed so easy. It's like going in the post office.
Oh man, we got to stop him, huh?
Yup.
Okay. All right, you got a plan? We're gonna go for it.
Stop him.
All right.
The swell of the music. I mean, it's Westerns are just. I guess there's not much they can do with them. I find them very It's like Dave Matthews if it was a film.
Aw.
I was listening to him in the fucking. I don't know what you say.
I knew it was gonna be that
An
one.
absolute waste. He's terrible.
Waste of time.
That's a waste of everybody's time.
It's so. I don't know what you say.
You put this trailer to Ants Marching, I'm in.
Do.
Is that Dave Matthews?
Ants Marching, yeah.
Oh, is he bad?
You don't like Dave Matthews?
Talented musicians.
I'm not saying that they're. I don't
But
care.
that's even more so. He's saying that they may be talented musicians, but they're wasting their talents.
I think he stinks.
Come on.
This one slaps.
Yeah,
Matthews sucks. And like people who walked around with
sacks that have been hacked.
They're a massive band. Too. I mean, I'm not denying the success.
You know what?
Listen to this.
Struck me as a
This
potential
fucking
ultimate athlete.
Sucks.
You ever encounter that in the quads?
Oh.
Hey, we're playing ultimate. I go, you go do that.
Yeah, okay,
then.
have fun.
Do you like this, Jordan?
It's fine.
Raw burger with
raw-
cheese.
exactly.
Yeah, raw burger.
He really did paint the picture of politician. I like a cold beer and a burger.
Yeah, real Kathy Hochul style.
Yeah.
Try this.
It's
You like
something.
This fucking sucks.
It does.
I'm not
actually
as
suck.
offended by it as you guys are.
Yeah,
But it sucks. You know it sucks, though.
I don't
doesn't
think I don't
slap.
seek it out.
No.
But if it's on when I'm taking a leak, I'm not like offended.
Well,
by
no,
it.
me neither. But you know,
I feel bad because I have a business associate that is like obsessed with Dave Matthews Band.
Hot dog?
No. He loves Dave Matthews Band and Golden Retrievers. Like if he found out that Dave Matthews Band was playing at the Golden Soiree or whatever it's called.
Jubilee?
The Golden Jubilee, he'd be in absolute paradise. And I applaud him for finding his passions, and I like Golden Retrievers. They're great dogs.
I like Dave Matthews Band.
I don't like this band.
No, they're atrocious.
I've
They
seen
are.
them a bunch of times.
You have.
Yeah, my best friend.
You seen Dave Matthews?
Oh, yeah.
Jermaine?
No, not Jermaine. My real life best friend.
Troy?
Loved him. So we were in like, our late teens, early 20s, whenever they would come around, and they come around like every year, I'd be like, yeah, we'll go. This was back when concerts were super affordable.
There's no way you enjoyed this live.
Sure. Yeah, it's fun.
It's a different story when you're live.
Yeah.
You're
It's hard to hate
This
a
fucking
lot of music
horn
when it's
playing.
live.
Guy with the horn full time.
Do you not like horns in music?
They can be okay. Billy Joel overuses them. They can be okay at times. Rarely do I like a horn.
This is violin break.
Violin, a horn.
I really do not have any affinity for
Even the video is pointless.
Well,
it's the 90s, though. You needed just something to put on.
Yeah. No, I know, but the story, the guy with the Rangers jersey, everything about this feels one step off.
He's drumming.
Well, I don't know if it's one step. It's actually turned out to be extremely successful, both the video and the song.
I know. I think it's absolutely awful.
I have no affinity for the entire jam band genre, though.
No.
I loathe jam bands.
No.
But
They're
this is
terrible.
jam band
And that's
stuff.
where my friend and I parted ways. He would go
Right.
see Fish.
Right.
I'd be like, you let me know how that was.
Right.
Like, I wish I liked them because those bands tour all the time.
Yeah.
They're super engaged.
Long
with their fans.
shows.
And in theory, like a band like Fish, like does something like they'll perform the White Album start to finish.
Yeah.
And in theory, you're like, that's a fucking amazing that a band can do that. But then it's just all the other stuff is just like,
it's endless jam. Nobody enjoys that unless you're on acid.
You have to be on drugs.
Nobody wants to stand there sober and watch these guys fucking jam
Right, like
for
what
fucking
time?
35 minutes.
Do we have a time that this is over? Like, how are they just going to keep playing?
It's a totally different experience though when you're live. Because I saw Dead & Co. with John Mayer, and like it's not bad. Like when you're there smoking a joint, you're like, all right.
But that's the thing. I'd be sitting there going, like, are they going to play "Waiting in the World to Change"
No,
or what?
he doesn't play that.
You know
Good
what I mean?
song.
Like,
That's a good song.
I want to hear the world to change. Like, are we doing that?
He's a great
Or-
guitarist, though.
He's incredible. He's an incredible songwriter.
Of course, but I'd be annoyed because I go
yeah.
like, what about the Body Is a Wonderland?
But you just see him rocking.
that?
No, they didn't play that. That'd be great if they did. They
I
played
already-
drums in space.
I don't know what
That's a big Grateful Dead thing.
Do they do Touch of Grey?
They didn't at this show. I think they do it at other shows.
I hope so.
I think the Grateful Dead should be playing John Mayer songs.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
Show some
You know?
respect.
Yeah.
Isn't Body Is a Wonderland about Jennifer Love Hewitt or something like that?
Is it?
I think so.
You could just say that. That's fine.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Even if it's not, John Mayer would probably be like, maybe, because it's a good rumor.
I mean, yeah, come on. This is incredible.
Boy, did he fucking fuck them all.
He cleaned
did.
up.
He cleaned up.
See, wouldn't you be? Aren't you sitting there?
I don't even love this song compared to Wait on the.
Good, but it's just that there's so many
It's
videos online.
amazing.
Taylor Hawkins loved. Like,
He fucking sings that. His version of that song. It might be my favorite version of that song. And fucking Jimmy Page is just a bad motherfucker. It's so good.
Hello.
No, it's not that.
But yeah, we've talked.
yeah.
Wow.
You guys both make fun of him.
These are the germs.
Anthony? I
Yes.
know. I remember them.
I don't know, man.
Them.
Back in tours?
Yeah, that whole documentary is awesome. Like the three of them just
Yeah.
talking about playing guitar and like how different they all are, but also like I think that's the one that starts with Jack White just making a guitar out of like a piece of wood and a Coke bottle. And then like Edge goes through like, you know, that's the simplistic part of it, and then the Edge goes through like showing what all of his pedals do and just playing the riffs by themselves, and then, you know, here's what it sounds like with this pedal, here's what it sounds like with that pedal. It's really good.
Then Jimmy Page comes in and goes, "She buys a stairway to heaven."
Yeah.
And the guy from Spirit comes in and he actually plays the song first.
No problem.
I don't like Jack's hat.
Well, I mean, the Edge gets to wear a hat.
I know.
Well, first of all, it's just a opening
duster?
tuning.
Because I always thought it was
Jimmy
a
could do
bass.
I don't like the Edge's hat.
You just don't like hats.
I do.
It's an octave down.
I think he's probably bald.
Jimmy
That's why he
pedal
wears
an
it.
octave down. And
Yeah, maybe.
You don't think the Edge should be there?
But just be bald.
I
dude.
could do without
it happened so I could.
in life?
Yeah, I'm done with you two. Like,
Same.
I'm very, yeah.
Ooh, whoa. What do you mean, us? Travis just quit.
That's terrible.
All right, we accept.
Guys, don't fight.
I'm also done with you two. Yeah, I fucking,
Yeah.
What about Vertigo?
I mean, that's great. Yeah, like I'm more.
I
of a-
like that song, right?
I just hate that they won't go back to their pop era.
You like U2 Pop.
I thought pop was the
When they
best album.
literally did Spinal Tap.
Yes.
They got trapped in their thing.
That was their best era.
Oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
Pop?
Lemon?
Listen,
That was
Those
great.
giant things that when they went on tour. Like
Oh,
they-
yeah.
Oh god, that huge martini glass.
Isn't it amazing to be the guy that actually like wrote this riff?
Yeah.
Like it's so you can't even listen to the song anymore because it's in every
That's a sports
stadium.
anthem.
Right.
Yeah.
But he's just like in a room one day going boom, boom.
No, I mean he's brilliant.
Yeah.
I
It's
got
gotta be
to
cool to
see
have Jimmy
30
Hen-
minutes once.
Where? Oh, in the Raconteurs room?
No. When I went to go see Jack White at Radio City, and then he ended the concert early because nobody was having enough fun.
You guys probably were shit as a crowd. I've seen him many times, and he played nice long sets. I saw him at Coney Island. I saw him at Madison Square Garden. I saw him all over the place with Meg. They were fucking awesome.
My section was great.
No, you guys probably...
He was being a little baby.
I doubt it. You guys probably sucked as a crowd.
Meg is fun to watch play this one song, but other than that, as a drummer, I mean, not great.
What one song?
7 Nation Army.
Meg's awesome.
Yeah, she's great.
Meg's perfect. It's the band. It's the White Stripes.
I understand.
It's what the sound is.
Oh, I know. Like Ringo. I mean, he's there and it works, but when you watch her play this song, it's
Ringo
fun
didn't even
to watch.
play on the albums. Meg played on the albums.
And a more technical drummer, they would not have been.
No. And also, a different drummer would not have put up with Jack White just making things up as he went,
Yeah, I
and they
think
just
I'm
have
gonna
to
do
keep
this
up with the drums. Jack White just starts playing songs, and then Meg has to figure out, like, oh, okay, this is what we're doing?
Yeah.
It's cool she's so simple because it's like a garage band.
Exactly.
No,
That's the whole appeal.
Anything more professional would have failed.
Which is why he has different drummers for his other projects. Also, Meg won't work with him anymore.
You think she has a lot of White Stripes money?
I think she's doing fine. I mean, she's not like a billionaire.
Do they
but
hate each other?
I don't know if they hate each other, but I know that Meg doesn't want to perform anymore.
Yeah, and she did, and I don't know how much money she has. She didn't write any of the songs.
Yeah. She's doing fine, but yeah, I'm sure she doesn't have publishing.
She made money touring and stuff.
Yeah.
This is Jack White's thing that she was the drummer on.
I remember a couple months ago, people were shitting on her for some reason, and
Yeah,
he got very
somebody,
defensive.
Somebody tweeted out like a shitty tweet about her, and everybody was like, "Whoa!"
No, there's no Meg White slander to be had.
Yeah, I don't think she's great in this song, but I just didn't care about her.
You don't care about anyone.
I do care about many people. She's just not on
If
that
we
list.
made a list, the only list that would be longer than the things that you hate are the things that you don't care about.
Phil Donahue and Gene Simmons.
Love
Those
them.
are the love.
And Paul and Peter and Ace.
And Ace, yeah. Come on.
Everything else is either
Doesn't
hate
stop
or
at
don't
Gene.
care about.
Yeah.
And the Onk.
What do you think? I don't like.
And the Onk.
Not a big Unk guy.
Don't say that.
Did you see, speaking of
The Onk?
amazing moments in music,
Just gonna let this run while he's answering the phone.
it's great. It's a great song. And it's great live.
Yeah.
I had so many White Stripes bootlegs. I got her on a real kick of that one because they would like, every show was different, you know, because Jack was just making it up as he went, and they all sounded different. He would speed things up. Meg would just have to keep up. He'd slow things down. Meg would just... But, no, there was this great moment over the weekend that went everywhere where, you know, love can be found in the most interesting of places.
What happened?
And I saw maybe
Why you gotta do that?
the most romantic proposal... Say no more. That I've ever...
Say no more, fam.
That I've ever seen. You know, live in front for the whole world to see with one of the great...
They say love is dead.
But it's not, dude. I mean...
Where is this?
In the mud.
Okay.
This was at it was at a rock and roll festival. I'm not sure which.
Was this across the pond? Was this Glastonbury?
I think so, yeah.
That sounds right. I don't think it was the Loserville tour.
I don't think that started yet.
No, I don't think so either.
I saw some videos of Corey over the weekend.
How's he doing?
His new music video?
Yeah. Good?
It's really good.
Nice. We'll take a look. At
one
it.
thing's for our first.
Yeah.
First.
Yeah. This was this made me believe in love again. This is the moment he chose.
They both have the ear things, which always smell.
The gauges.
They stink.
No, they're cool.
They always reek.
Break something tonight.
Look how happy they are.
They're so
sure
happy.
they're lovely people.
Look at that.
They obviously.
And they know, and it happened during break stuff.
He's excited.
Yeah.
What's that?
He's bouncing it up and down.
Hang on, turn it up.
Fuck God's earth. And he's wearing a go.
I'll be brief.
You're gonna make it.
But are you gonna try?
Are you gonna
know
sit?
what I'm saying?
No, I'm not going to. I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe you try.
Try to take a sit.
Maybe you try. I don't want you to poop your pants during jiu-jitsu.
No, I don't either.
I was in training and I pooped my pants.
Did you poop your pants?
Yeah. You said it sarcastically, but you had indeed.
Oh, I had. Yeah, there's a pile of shit in my pants the size of a fucking fist.
It's tough to deal with as a kid.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
It's Jim.
Like I knew it. I knew to feel shame. I feel like, oh, he's husky.
You are 100% right.
For the husky section.
Yeah, there was a
the
husky
whole section for husky boys.
Yeah, where they would tell you when they were putting your pants on, breathe in.
The Bennington Show, weekdays at noon Eastern and always available on demand.
If you like yacht rock, you're gonna love Yacht Soul. A new Sirius XM channel with the same smooth, but even more groove.
Just the two of us.
And all this week, smooth soul legend George Benson is your host.
Turn your love around.
Soulful and funky. Yacht Soul, year-round in a Sirius XM app and docked for a limited time at Channel 105 on most radios.
Benjamin Franklin said, "Early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise." Nice thought, but for many people, sleep doesn't come easy, which is why more and more people have discovered the importance of a bedtime routine to help prepare for sleep. Things like reading, taking a warm bath, and turning off all screens an hour before bedtime is crucial, as their blue light can suppress melatonin production and alter the circadian rhythm. Now, I may sound like a parent trying to give you advice, but this is just what I do every single day. It also helps to have an incredible luxury mattress. Sattva luxury mattresses are handcrafted to gently lull you to sleep. And because they're sold online, they cost a fraction of the price of retail. If you want to sleep better, make sure the bed is a Sattva. And right now, save $200 on $1,000 or more at sattva.com/TEFFT. That's SAATVA.com/TEFFT.
Saturday is baseball night in America on Fox. The brightest stars and the biggest games take center stage. This week, Christian Yelich and the Brewers take on Shohei Ohtani and the Dodgers. Monster shot! Or Bryce Harper and the Phillies take on Matt Olson and the Braves. Wow! It's baseball night in America, Saturday at 7 Eastern on Fox.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Everybody's on social media. Part of the problem with that is you see everyone else living this great life. You compare your insides to their outside, and you start feeling like, my life is not good. Comparison is the thief of joy, and it's easy to envy other people's lives. It might look like they have it all together on their Instagram, but they probably don't. Therapy can help you focus on what you want instead of what others have, so you can start living your best life. I've gone to therapy on and off for years, and it's always helpful. It's not a quick fix. It doesn't cure you. It just shows you your own patterns. It teaches you how to ask questions of yourself and how to catch yourself doing things that are either envious or otherwise going to make you unhappy. If you're thinking of starting, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online. It's designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist. Switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Stop comparing and start focusing with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/TEFT. That's TEFFT today, and you get 10% off your first month. Better, HELP.com/TEFFT.
Have you heard? Sling TV offers the news you love for less. Hey, wait, you look and sound just like me. I am you. I'm the same news programs on Sling TV for less. You mean you're me, but for less money? A lot less. I'm all the favorite news programs and more on Sling TV, starting at just $40 a month. Everything great about me, but for less money? Which makes me greater, don't you think? Get the news you love and more for less. Start saving today. Visit sling.com to see your offer. Sling.
Hi, it's Billy Joel here. It's back. All my music on my very own channel, the Billy Joel Channel. Because you had to be a big shot. Bedtime.
Which is why more and more people have discovered the importance of a bedtime routine to help prepare for sleep. Things like reading, taking a warm bath, and turning off all screens an hour before bedtime is crucial, as their blue light can suppress melatonin production and alter the circadian rhythm. Now, I may sound like a parent trying to give you advice, but this is just what I do every single day. It also helps to have an incredible luxury mattress. Sattva luxury mattresses are handcrafted to gently lull you to sleep. And because they're sold online, they cost a fraction of the price of retail. If you want to sleep better, make sure the bed is a Sattva. And right now, save $200 on $1,000 or more at sattva.com/TEFFT. That's SAATVA.com/TEFFT. TEFFT.
Hi, I'm David Figueroa, co-founder of Melinda's Craft Pepper Sauces. Over 30 years ago, my brother Greg and I set out on a mission to offer the world a better hot sauce. Melinda's is a grand slam of heat and fresh flavor, and it shows in our 41 award-winning sauces featuring fiery chili peppers and plant-based ingredients that you can see and taste. Set your mouth on flavor with Melinda's, the best hot sauce in the game. Visit melindas.com to find a retailer near you. That's melindas.com.
Melinda's, the best hot sauce in the game.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Everybody's on social media. Part of the problem with that is you see everyone else living this great life. You compare your insides to their outside, and you start feeling like, my life is not good. Comparison is the thief of joy, and it's easy to envy other people's lives. It might look like they have it all together on their Instagram, but they probably don't. Therapy can help you focus on what you want instead of what others have, so you can start living your best life. I've gone to therapy on and off for years, and it's always helpful. It's not a quick fix. It doesn't cure you. It just shows you your own patterns. It teaches you how to ask questions of yourself and how to catch yourself doing things that are either envious or otherwise going to make you unhappy. If you're thinking of starting, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online. It's designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist. Switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Stop comparing and start focusing with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/TEFT. That's TEFFT today, and you get 10% off your first month. Better, HELP.com/TEFFT.
Why is Navage perfect for allergy sufferers? Rhino Systems Medical Director Dr. Howard Levine explains.
If someone's exposed to allergens, they can get rid of those immediately by washing out the nose. Navage works by pulling saline in one nostril, through the nose and out the other nostril, sucking out allergens, mucus, dust, and germs. Experience on-the-spot relief so you could breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier.
Navage is available at Sam's Club, Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, or online at Navage.com. Navage. Breathe easy.
Roberts thing.
Go ahead. Cleared?
It was not licensed. No, it was not licensed. It was not licensed. So
hard to get that on DVD.
They had to go back in and figure, and it's not like they were recording on like separate channels or anything like it was like, look, this is the tape. You bought it, you know?
So what did they end up doing? Did they ever release those? Did they get the clearance?
So at the time, their commentator was Joey Styles.
Sure.
And he was working at WWE. So apparently they overdubbed all the music with royalty-free music, and then they literally had him come down from his office and redo all of his commentary on the tape so that you couldn't tell. They had to get rid of all the non-cleared, non-licensed commercial music. It was very famous music too. I mean, UFC does that, but UFC does it the right way in the sense that it's just in the arena.
And it plays fine. They probably have a microphone right by the speaker.
Sure. I mean, you hear it, but it's not on the broadcast track.
Right.
So you can. So it's perfectly fine.
I would assume that's cleared as well. I'm sure they probably get clearance.
You don't have to. You don't have to.
Because, no. Supreme Court, I think, ruled that
it's ambient.
Trump has immunity. They came down with that ruling. Yeah.
Immunity over what?
Absolute immunity. So there's going to be no trial before the election, I don't think. Today's their last day of, I think, releasing.
But he's still. Does that mean he's not a felon, or he's still a felon from before?
Oh no, that's not with that. That's with January 6th.
Oh, immunity from January 6th.
But I don't know if that's gonna. Yeah, I just read the headline. I sat there. No shit came out.
Not this. Okay,
some immunity.
He did try.
Absolute immunity from prosecution for official acts during his presidency.
Okay.
Although it left the exact extent of that protection for lower courts to decide.
Oh, okay.
It was funny in the debate when he did take a moment to say that he did not have sex with a porn star.
I mean, and
first of all, I didn't have sex with a porn star. I mean, I think he probably.
Of course he did. Who cares?
Say you've never had sex with a porn star. I don't really believe.
Come on, we don't. It doesn't bother us.
I'm not bothered by it.
No one's bothered.
No.
I'd love to fuck Stormy Daniels.
You would?
Sure.
Yeah.
Delighted to.
Yeah.
Now or then?
Both times.
Anytime.
Really? Both times. Would you give her a good rogering, Jordy?
Go for it, Jord.
A good Rogering. I've never heard that one before.
Come on, George. We're allowed to be a little frank here. A little locker room talk
This
with
is
the
ribald
fellas.
humor.
Yeah, let us be frank.
Oh my God.
Rogering. Would you Roger?
Rogering.
Yeah.
Would you Roger?
A good savage Roger.
We're doing, Jordy, we're doing
Sure.
a new segment on the show called Would You Roger?
Would you Roger? I like it.
Would you
I like
Roger?
it.
And we come-
Roger with a question mark.
Right.
I'll
right.
pull up an image for him so he can.
Yeah.
And we pull up some. It's a very edgy, male-centered
Roger?
segment where we pull up a picture of a lady and ask, "Would you Roger her?"
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's beautiful.
Yeah.
She's,
There it is.
Put your chin in her back.
There it
Give
is.
her a good sodomizing.
Okay, well that's a lot to say it like that. It's not as classy, I don't think.
I think Rogering is just
Maybe.
the right amount of classic.
It's about as
buggering.
far as you're willing to
Would
go.
you give her a buggering?
Would you bugger her? That's the other segment we're thinking about. We're soft launching
A
right
good
now.
buggering.
Yeah.
Aren't they supposed to rule on? There's some internet rule they're supposed to rule on too. I thought this.
An internet rule?
Yeah, something with the internet with
The internet's forever, bro.
no, but something with. I mean, they said the Biden administration was allowed to pressure social media companies, but there was something else I was thinking of. Like, are they going to rule on it? Maybe they just haven't.
Internet ruling. You see any internet rulings happening, Troy?
I'm looking.
Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. I thought there was a case where
Maybe they were talking about how the internet rules.
Internet does rule.
Oh, that's what it was. Yes.
Whenever I use the internet, I'm like that kid who pulls away from his computer and goes with the thumbs up. That's me every time I use the internet. 'Cause there's all this stuff on it. Yeah.
Why do you give the thumbs up? Or you see like a Gary Glitter picture?
I'm going to give you a picture of Jerry Glitter.
Supreme rejects. Wait, what does that say? They rejected the challenge. Oh yeah, the Biden administration contacts the social media companies. They're all over the place. The Supreme Court.
They're busy.
I'll bet you 6-3. By the way, I didn't read it, but I guarantee you, it's Jackson, Sotomayor, and Kagan that dissented.
What's 6-3? What are we talking about?
The presidential immunity. I bet you.
It was 6-3.
No, I know it was 6-3, but I didn't read the breakdown. But I guarantee
Break it down.
it was. Isn't it funny how they all see it like when it comes to him, like the liberals see it one way, the conservatives another. It's just.
Let's call the whole thing off.
No, you're right. Not all the time, but
No,
a
yeah, I don't
lot.
think that's the.
Okay, is that what it was this time?
I saw that it was 6-3.
Dissenting. Kagan, Sotomayor, Jackson. That's my guess.
Well, let's all read.
We'll never know.
Yeah, well,
We'll never know.
Travi will find it.
It'll be a mystery forever.
Now I know.
Now we'll never
Yeah.
know.
Please, dissent.
We can never find
I like
out.
when they mix it up though, like when you
You
don't
do?
see it. Yeah, like fucking
roll the dice.
Amy Coney Barrett voted some really weird way recently. I think there was like just her and some other real liberal on the court voted the same. Like I love when they fucking. It's so unpredictable. Like that's kind of what I like.
Jordan, what's your favorite mix of
Supreme
Supreme
Court decisions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite justice, Jordan?
You got a favorite justice?
Yes.
Do you guys think I pay attention to these stuff? I couldn't name one of them.
I forgot he's an edgy youth. Sorry,
Yeah.
dude.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah,
Robert's
Robert's too busy out there bird dogging chicks and banging beaver.
Are you
banging people? Haven't heard that one in a while.
Are you bird dogging?
It was the three liberals.
Yeah.
He nailed it.
Did.
I thought we were never.
But
gonna
whenever
find
you see a
out.
6'3", you fucking know. You know, or 5'4", whenever you always know. I love when they throw you a curve.
Right.
Love it. Clarence Thomas is the only 100%. You never ever get a curveball from that hunk of shit.
He's very conservative.
I fucking hate him and his fucking wife.
You don't like his wife either?
Hate both of them.
Oh, hate to be in that household.
Troy, pull it up.
Put what up?
The things Jim hates list.
Yeah, Clarence and Ginny Thomas are up there.
Yeah, don't forget about say Clarence,
Load
Justice Clarence Thomas and his wife.
His fucking wildebeest wife.
She's a big lady.
Ugh.
Yeah, right down, right next to the new trend of Polaroids.
About the new
Okay, who am I? What am I? I'm at.
Justice Clarence Thomas and his wife.
Clarence and Ginny, we'll know who it is.
Oh yeah.
He wrote Justice.
Justice. Clarence
Thomas.
Justice, beautiful team,
and
Justice.
wife. That works.
Yeah.
That works. We'll leave that.
Yeah.
Justice.
Justice.
Okay, there it is. You sweating over there, bud?
No, I'm cool as a cucumber.
You seem cool, man.
That second list just does not get longer.
No. It'd be a real problem. We might run out of run out of internal memory if we start doing the things Jim doesn't care about list.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah,
there's just a lot.
Hey, man, I appreciate your honesty behind it. Yeah.
You only got so much room in your brain or to feel about things.
Right. And you're busy arguing with yourself about God knows what. You can't be caring about everything.
In the shower, sure.
Right. Or car
drives.
Driving.
Love the long drive. That fucking Kia. I saw Kia yesterday, and I wanted to walk up to the guy and go, "Is this your vehicle?
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me how to turn that off?" But I don't have like that.
You don't even have that car anymore.
That's why I didn't do it. But I just want to know: is there a way to shut that fucking coffee thing off?
Sure. But you didn't ask him.
Nah, kept going.
The coffee alarm.
Ding, ding. How dare you tell me to take a coffee break?
Exactly. I've chosen not to do that, and that's none of your business.
I've chosen to drive recklessly.
Yeah.
Stay out of my affairs.
Stay out of my affairs. Thank you. What if caffeine makes me nervous?
What I choose to
What if I'm a
consume-
Sanka guy?
I'd like to have my alarm changed to a Sanka alarm.
Yeah. You know who likes Sanka?
Who's that?
Doug Bell.
Okay,
He
that
loves a cup of Sanka.
That doesn't shock me.
No.
Coming in to do the pod, you guys think you could have a Sanka waiting for
You guys
me?
have a Sanka for me? Room temperature or cooler?
Hey, would you mind having Jordy pop down, grab me a Sanka?
Yeah, grab me a Sanka. Stir it up good. I hate when there's granules.
He likes a room temperature Sanka?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, like a peak frame cookie.
He likes a peak frame.
Loves a good peak
because
frame.
it's like because Doug probably sees himself that way, where it's a very serious cookie.
Or a Nilla wafer.
Oh.
It's also kind of a
He
garbage
is.
cookie.
No, that's what Doug Bell is. He's a Nilla
He is a
wafer.
Nilla wafer. So interesting. Yeah, at least it won't interfere with. Oh, Martin Mull died. By the way, rest in peace.
Rest in peace to Martin Mull, a
Martin
true goat.
Mull,
A
very,
true
very
goat.
funny. My favorite thing with Martin Mull was 1980. There was a movie with him and Sally Kellerman and the original William Macy, who was Walter on Maude, called Serial, about the flakes in California and like in Marin County, I think. Very funny. Christopher Lee is in it. He plays a gay biker.
Love Christopher Lee.
I do too. He's one of my favorite people to ever exist.
Yeah.
Love him too.
Yeah, Martin Mull was incredible in the film Clue, in the film adaptation of the board game Clue.
Yeah, I saw it, but I don't remember it.
Oh,
Is that with Alicia Silverstone?
Nope.
No, you're thinking of Clueless.
Oh,
It's
okay.
the opposite of Clue.
No, Clues with Tim Curry.
Clueless is
Oh,
about
Tim Curry, yeah.
Clueless is about the early '90s California youth culture. Clue is a film adaptation of the board game.
I remember that.
Clue.
Yeah, I used to play the board game. Colonel
Yeah.
Mustard with the pipe.
Yeah.
What a fun game for kids.
I think that's what he played. Didn't he play Colonel Mustard?
Yes, Martin Mull played Colonel Mustard.
But isn't that the fun? That was the kid's game. Did he murder her with a pipe in the
Yeah,
study,
that's what the
or
movie
did he
is.
hit her with a wrench in the kitchen?
The movie is like
Great.
an uproarious comedy that takes itself incredibly seriously. Like
What's her face is in it?
everybody's in it for the Blazing Saddles.
Madeline Kahn.
Madeline Kahn's
God
in
damn,
it.
was she a funny fuck?
Christopher Lloyd's in it.
Love him.
Tim Curry, like you just said.
Michael McKean.
Michael McKean is in it.
What a good
yeah,
cast.
Michael
Oh, it's a
McKean
great
is
cast. Great movie.
Michael McKean's not
Alive.
Yeah, he's alive. Shout out to him, by the way. He wraps himself in tinfoil. He's a psychopath,
It's
but he is
funny how
alive.
he went on to be so successful
Everywhere.
And David Lavin, is that his name? Who played Squiggy? And of Lenny and Squiggy they were on Laverne and Shirley. If anyone doesn't remember, which is where he first came. Squiggy was kind of the funnier, bigger character. Like when they would walk in, hello, like that. You know, Squiggy.
Probably is what did him in. I mean,
Maybe
Urkel never
too
did anything.
identifiable, yeah.
Carlton never did. I mean, look at the Fresh Prince, you know? Will Smith becomes a household name, and Carlton is always Carlton, no matter what.
I guess so, yeah.
You know?
Still got to do his like corny ass
Dance.
Yeah.
Do the dance. I mean, look at...
he hosts America's Funniest Videos, and he's just
do the dance.
Carlton.
Right. Like, the other bosom buddy was always my preferred bosom buddy, but
Yes.
Tom Hanks still got famous.
I know who you mean.
Mainly from That Thing You Do. He directed it.
That's all I know him from.
Tom Hanks is a great director. Wow. I think he also acts. He was in that movie. That Thing You Do.
Yeah.
Have I told you guys you look great in red?
Yeah.
He gave Shades the Shades.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
There's a movie called Skinny Lawyer.
Okay.
What town was the lawyer in?
Speaking of that thing you do,
Mhm.
the bellhop recently passed away.
Rest in peace to the bellhop,
Yeah.
which is your favorite part of the movie.
Oh, looks right into the camera. Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
That thing you do is what got you in that position.
And also, rest in peace to all the kisses that Liv Tyler wasted.
So many.
So many kisses. Yeah. So rest in peace.
Yes.
To Martin Mull.
Yes. Very funny.
Yes.
Really good actor.
He is that same
Fernwood.
Yeah. And that's a tough generation because comedically, he's coexisting around the same generation as the actor John Larroquette, which is never an easy thing to compete with. But
no, it's not.
he was able to really stick out. Oh yeah, Martin Mull was in Mr. Mom. John Larroquette wasn't in Mr. Mom, was he? I don't think so.
Martin Mull had a tremendous career. He was in his 80s, right?
Larroquette had a pretty good career too.
Decent career, yeah.
Because don't forget, John Larroquette, even the stuff he's not credited for, the narration for Texas
I had not
Chainsaw
heard
Massacre.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, he's in the show Night Court.
Yep.
And he's also, what was that?
You talking about Martin Mull?
John Larroquette, who was, a contemporary of Martin Mull. So John Larroquette's still with us. He's still doing his thing. So I think he's still got a lot of runway in front of him.
I suggest everybody watches Serial.
Right. And also this film Madhouse, I believe, with Kirstie Alley and what's his name?
Eunice.
John Larroquette?
Yep.
Eunice.
Madhouse is a really good movie.
Or if you don't have time for a movie,
Right.
you're just looking for 23-minute sitcom.
Night Court's a great one.
There you go.
Honestly, either version.
We're tough dudes, Holroy.
Could be the new one if you'd like.
Could be.
If you got Peacock, might as well pop it on.
And if you don't have Peacock, what are you doing?
What are you even doing? Throw out your TV.
Come on.
Hey, guys, we appreciate you.
We appreciate you a whole
Appreciate
big
you.
bunch.
Appreciate you.
Again, this Friday the 12th is canceled in Chicago. We'll reschedule it.
Lack of interest.
I'm sure that was taking place, but it's a family thing that must be. I will not be here.
Martin Mull's funeral.
I would love to go to that, but I have another one to go to.
You think Larroquette will be there?
Definitely. He probably gets invited to all of them.
He probably does. He has to pick and choose.
And a bunch of other. Just go to my website if you want to, and if you go to my Twitter or my Instagram, you can. If you want to read the LA Times article with my gal and I, it was very nice. I'm very happy, and thank you to Allie Lerman and the LA Times.
Awesome.
Made me very happy.
We'll see you guys tomorrow.
I hope so.
Yeah, there's more Jim and Sam after this.